Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story about what if Naruto was Lightning Soul Reaper. Before I start, please support for more amazing content and do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This is written by Shadow Knight Destroyer and link in description and support writer. Let's start the video. Chapter 1. During episode 302. I know for a fact that Ichigo Kurosaki will come here having obtained a new power. I wish to bring that power closer to completion. Your deaths will help, Aizen says, raising his blade, and unknown to him there's a thundercloud above him. Run, Asano. Totsuki yells, holding a girl on her back. Kigo can't utter a word, can't believing what she's saying. Just do it. There's nothing you can do here. Totsuki yells, looking at Kigo. Kigo swallows and runs. Jin is about to follow him, but Aizen stops him. There is no need to pursue them. We can begin right here, Aizen says without turning and looking straight at Totsuki. What do I do? What do I do? I can't move. What do I do? Totsuki thinks, scared out of her mind. Aizen steps closer, smiling. How can I save? Totsuki thinks, and Aizen swings down, but suddenly a bolt of lightning came down, drawing their attention. A bolt of lightning is blocking Aizen's blade. The lightning disappears to show a guy with blonde hair, ocean blue eyes, no whisker marks. He's holding Zabuza's giant blade. The guy is showing a smile. Sorry I'm late, Naruto said, smiling. Jin is surprised seeing this and Aizen's eyes narrow a little. So you finally show yourself, Aizen said, and Naruto's smile widens and looks at Totsuki, and his smile changes to that of a gentle smile. It's okay, calm down, you just get out of here, Naruto said, and somehow Totsuki calms down. Aizen, who is Thai? Jin is cut off by Aizen. He is related to Ichigo Kurosaki, he is his cousin. He's the son of Ichigo Kurosaki's mother's twin sister, Aizen says, and Naruto turns back to him. So you have been watching me, big deal. You and I know that I'm stronger than Ichigo, and I have a good relationship with my hollow, Naruto said, and Aizen's eyes widen. Run, now. Naruto yells and Totsuki shakes her head. You'll die. Totsuki yells, worried for this stranger. Yeah, but I can't let a cute girl like you get hurt, Naruto said, and she blushes a little and stands up. She looks at Naruto one last time and runs. Now I can use it. Bankai. Naruto yells, surprising Jin, and Aizen's eyes narrow a little. A huge bolt of black lightning with a yellow outline comes from Naruto. When the dust clears, he's in the same outfit as Ichigo when he goes Bankai. It's a Japanese long sword like Ichigo's, but the sword looks different. The grip is yellow with black lines through it. The crossguard is a swirl, and the blade itself is dark yellow. Tensuragen, Naruto said, looking at Aizen, no longer smiling and looking seriously at Aizen. He puts his left hand to his face, and black reishi with a yellow outline start coming to Naruto's face. It creates a hollow mask. When he removes his hand, he has the same hollow mask as Ichigo, but the red lines are dark yellow. I'm quite disappointed. I thought you would have shown more, Aizen said, and Naruto puts his hand to his face again and starts to gather more reishi, surprising Aizen and Jin. If I want to win, I guess I'll have to go holification too. Naruto says, with his voice sounding like a second voice talking as well, just like Ichigo. Naruto removes his hand. His mask is different. It looks just like the mask Ichigo was wearing when he lost control against Ulquiorra and entered holification too. Jin then feels the massive spiritual pressure. Naruto roars, unleashing a dark yellow spiritual pressure. Incredible. Jin says, and Naruto points his horns at Aizen and starts to create a yellow zero, making Aizen's eyes widen. Naruto fires the beam and Aizen sticks out his hand blocking it, but when the beam stops, Naruto is gone. Aizen moves his head in time, dodging Naruto's blade. You move just like your father, Aizen says, and Naruto gets angry. Don't you dare talk about him. You killed my father. That is unforgivable. Naruto yells and his spiritual pressure increases. Naruto Sanido's next to Aizen and swings his blade. Aizen blocks it with his own, and the impact pushes the wind away from them. Naruto begins to force Aizen back. Urahara taught you well, but Aizen says, and his eyes glow. Aizen swings his sword and it connects with Naruto's sword and he flies back through a building. It won't matter, I'm still, Aizen says, but was cut off by Naruto appearing behind him. Stronger, Naruto said, and Aizen turns to him. Naruto raises his sword and a thundercloud appears above him and yellow lightning hits Naruto's sword. I must end this now. Naruto thinks, and the lightning stops and the cloud turns white. Now black lightning with a yellow outline begins surging from Naruto's body. Naruto then heard it. Aizen's Zanpakuto crying. Naruto becomes enraged. You sicken me, you can't even hear it. Naruto yells and Aizen looks a little surprised. I can hear your Zanpakuto crying if you can't even hear it, Naruto says, and Aizen narrows his eyes. Are you implying I can't hear Kyoka Suigetsu? Aizen said, getting annoyed by Naruto's accusation. I'm surprised you know its name, it angers me hearing or seeing as Zanpakuto betrayed or ignored by its user, Naruto yells, and his spiritual pressure increases, and his lightning becomes bigger, making Aizen's eyes widen, feeling his spiritual pressure increase even more. Amanari Naruto yells and the lightning starts to go to the blade. Jin's eyes widen feeling the tremendous spiritual pressure focus into his sword. Drill. Naruto yells swinging the blade, and Aizen's eyes widen all the way and swings his Zanpakuto. A blinding flash blinds everyone. An explosion happens. The width of the blast is the size of a football field. The smoke clears showing Naruto breathing hard and his mask starts to break and pieces start to fall off. I did it, I def, Naruto stops and his eyes widen. The smoke clears showing Aizen with a slash on his chest. But it starts healing. I am impressed by the sheer power you put in that attack, but it's futile. I'm stronger than you, I am the one who has transcend above Soul Reaper and Hollow, a mere human like you can't defeat me, Aizen says, and Naruto looks at him disbelievingly. It's not over yet. Naruto yells sticking out his left hand and creates a yellow zero. I'll never give up. Naruto yells and the zero increases in size. Naruto flash steps in front of Aizen and thrusts his zero straight at Aizen, but he stops it by sticking out his left hand and disperses the zero. Damn it, Naruto said, and Aizen slashes him across his chest, and Naruto starts to fall from the sky, and his mask falls to pieces. Naruto hits the ground and starts to black out. Time skip episode 308. Naruto's eyes start to open. He sees Totsuki sitting next to him. What happened? Naruto said and looks to see Ichigo, but he's different. So, this is the first time I ever met Ichigo face to face, Naruto thinks, and Ichigo looks at Naruto. Aizen also looks different. Thank you for protecting them, Ichigo said, and turns back to Aizen. Are you truly Ichigo Kurosaki? Aizen said gaining Ichigo's attention. What do you mean? Ichigo said showing no emotion. If you are truly Ichigo Kurosaki then I am disappointed. I no longer sense any Reiatsu from you at all. Even if you were suppressing it, it would not vanish entirely. You have failed to evolve. You have thrown away the last chance I bestowed upon you, Aizen said, and Naruto sees Ichigo's Zanpakuto and the look in his eyes. Naruto smirks. Ichigo is stronger than Aizen, there's no mistaking it, Naruto thinks smiling. Aizen sticks out his left hand towards Ichigo. Such a pity, Kurosaki Aizen is cut off by Ichigo. Aizen, Ichigo says cutting him off and Aizen's eyes narrow. Let's moves I don't want to fight here, Ichigo says looking at everyone. A meaningless proposal. Such words are reserved for those with the strength to challenge me. There is no need for concern. I will leave Karakura Town's destruction until after Aizen is cut off by Ichigo suddenly grabbing Aizen's face with his left hand and jumping away. Aizen is so screwed, Naruto says smiling happily. So what do you think and no flaming? Chapter 2. During episode 309 after the fight with Aizen. The sky starts clearing up and Naruto signs. He's no longer in Bankai state. Ichigo Totsuki said. Don't worry, Ichigo won, Naruto said getting up and start stretching. Man, Aizen beat the shit out of me, and the fight wasn't that long, Naruto said with a bored look on his face and looks at the sky. Who are you? Kigo says looking at Naruto with the others. I'm Ichigo long lost cousin, Naruto Namikaze, Naruto says introducing himself. Naruto flash steps past them surprising them. I'm going to see where Ichigo is at, Naruto said, and flash steps away. Time skip. Ichigo is on a rock looking away while Urahara is thinking about what Ichigo said. Yo Ichigo and Urahara. Naruto yells with the others behind him. Naruto gains their attention. Orihime, Ishida, Rukia, Chad, Renji and who are you? Ichigo says and Naruto signs and starts eating ramen. I'm your cousin, I was trained by Urahara, Naruto said, and the others look at him surprised. Where did you get the ramen at? Chad said and Naruto looks at the cup of ramen in his hand. I don't know. Naruto said and Urahara laughs a little used to his Naruto acts. How come I never met you? Ichigo says now standing up. 1. It's because of idiot Urahara and 2. Your mother and kind are twin sisters. They were right, strawberry, Naruto said, and Ichigo's eyebrow twitches from that remark. Whatever you say, fish cake, Ichigo said and Naruto's eyebrow twitches. Their heads are now butting against each other. You wanna go? Naruto yells. Bring it. Ichigo yells and Naruto's eyes widen. Ichigo falls past Naruto shocking him and the others. Ichigo. The yell rubbing to him while Orihime is just watching worriedly. Naruto signs already knowing about the final Jutsuga Tensho. It's already taking effect, Naruto thinks. Ichigo Orihime says worriedly. Ichigo screams in pain. Man he's loud. Someone says and Naruto enters his mind. He's in the forest of death. Hollow Naruto is hanging from a branch and Raijin standing on a branch. Raijin looks just like Ichigo's Quincy powers. You know the one that said he was Zangetsu, Raijin is doing the same exact thing. What now hollow Naruto, Naruto says, and the hollow laughs a little. Well, look at that girl with orange hair, I've got to say that, hollow Naruto is cut off by Naruto punching him in the face. Perverted hollow, Naruto says with a light blush. I'm not perverted, I just said that to make you feel embarrassed, hollow Naruto says true to his word. Well, can I leave now? Naruto said and hollow Ichifi nods. Yeah whatever, what do you think Raijin? Hollow Naruto says and Raijin had his eyes closed the whole time and opens them. Be prepared Naruto, I have the feeling something is gonna happen, Raijin says and Naruto nods. Well, bye, Naruto says waving and disappears. You do know that he'll find out about what you did, hollow Naruto said looking at Raijin. I know, I can't keep him from what lies ahead, Raijin says looking at the blue sky. Time skip. Naruto is currently in the head captain's office with the other 3 captains. He's going to tell the captain who he is. Imbeciles. Yamamoto yells at the 3 captains and Naruto sweat drops at this. How dare you lose your captains Haori. I might be able to overlook tearing them, but to lose them altogether. And then you have the hall to look at me as if nothing had happened. Yamamoto yells. Please do not be concerned, General. I am quite happy to pay for replacements for such cheap Haori, Byakuya says and Naruto chuckles but stops seeing the head captain glare at him. That is not the point. And they're not cheap, either, you witless fool. Now listen to me there's more to a battle than just winning it at all costs. Just what do you knaves think a captain's Haori is? Yamsnodo yells. The pain, Zaraki says with a bored look. Cheap cloth, Byakuya says with no emotion. Trendy. Shunsui says with a drunk look. The clean windows with, Naruto said putting in his 2 cents and Yamamoto gets a tick marks. You pack of miserable buffoons. Especially you Naruto Namikaze, you are a fucking idiot. Yamamoto yells and Naruto looks at Zaraki. So how many heart attacks has he had? Naruto said and Zaraki smiles at that and Yamamoto gets even more pissed. Naruto ducks his sword. Sorry, Naruto yells seeing that he lost a few hairs on his head and a pissed of Yamamoto. Time skip where Ichigo is. What happened to you? Ichigo says seeing Naruto with a big bump on his head and still steaming. Don't ask, Naruto says with tears in his eyes, not wanting to remember Yamamoto slamming him through the floor. Time skip to Ryugai Uprising arc. Naruto, Ichigo and Rukia are wearing school uniforms, they got back from school. We're back. Ichigo says, Naruto is staying with them for now on. Rukai. Khan yells jumping to a Rukia which results Rukia kicking him in the face. Khan bounces all over the room. I've told Roy before no to leave the room, Khan, Ichigo says and starts walking. Khan falls on the ground and turns to Ichigo angrily. Shut up. I'm not letting you get in the way of our daily ritual. Khan yells and Naruto raises an eyebrow. Your ritual? Naruto said. You heard me. The bliss of feeling Rukia's kick penetrate my cot, Khan is cut off by Naruto stepping over him. Pervert, Naruto said and Rukia then steps over Khan. Ichigo, what the hell is wrong with him? Naruto said and Ichigo and Naruto's substitute Soul Reaper badges beep. Naruto is also a substitute Soul Reaper, he got his powers by doing the same thing Ichigo did when he tried to awaken his powers that were inside of him by training with Urahara. Yamamoto let it skip since Naruto helped fight. Geez, day after day, they just keep on coming, Ichigo says. Enjoy it while it lasts, you may not have much time left you know, Naruto said taking off his bag along with Ichigo. Ichigo grabs Khan. Hands off. Khan yells and Naruto starts to walk to the couch. I lay my body here, Naruto says and uses the badge which makes him come out of his body. His body falls on the couch. Ichigo swallows the mod soul and comes out of his body while Khan rolls and hits the wall. We'll be back. So don't start any trouble Khan, Ichigo said. That goes for you too, Chappie, Rukia said out of her body and looking at her Chappie that's inside her body. Aye, sir, Chappie says. Hold on there, Ichigo. What makes you think you can treat like this? Khan says and Naruto looks at Khan questioningly. Why bring this up now? Ichigo said. Every single time, you just use and abuse me until you're satisfied. I'm not just an Ichigo substitute, damn it. Khan yells and Naruto smiles. What are you talking about? Ichigo says she turns. Ichigo, Naruto, we've got to go, Rukia says, and they nod. Right anyway, look after the place, will ya? Ichigo says and they flash step away. Time skip. What the hell did you do? Naruto yells standing next to Ichigo and Rukia. Naruto is back in his body and when he enters Ichigo's room he sees this. A green-haired girl in Ichigo's bed. Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm not exactly sure, Khan says with a smile and Naruto's eye twitches. What the hell is wrong with you? Naruto yells at Khan. And why did you put her in my bed? Ichigo yells at Khan. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Khan says still in Ichigo's body rubbing the back of his head. How the hell is this a good idea? Ichigo yells and turns to the girl and lifts the sheet. Don't lift, Kon stops covering his eyes and Naruto saw and he turned away not seeing anything. Ichigo blushes bright red and Rukia has a light blush. Naruto is blushing bright red. I'm guessing she's not agreeing any clothes, Naruto says and Ichigo puts the covers back over her. What the fuck did you do? Ichigo yells blushing and looking at Kon. No. I didn't do anything. She was lying on the ground. Already like that. Kon yells standing up and backing against the wall. Ichigo, Naruto, Rukia says gaining their attention. I can't sense anything from this girl, Rukia says. Both Ichigo and Rukia say. Normally, even if a human has no spiritual power, you can still sense their aura. But it's like this girl doesn't even exist, Rukia said. Kon, where did you find her? Ichigo said looking at Kon. In a parking lot in the 3rd district, Kon said. As I thought. That's right around where the Senkai gate opened earlier, Rukia said looking at her phone. So, does that mean this is a gigai? Ichigo says and the whole time Naruto is ignoring them. Naruto puts a hand to her hair and pushes down until he touches her face. I can feel something. This isn't a gigai, Naruto said. You guys talk to Urahara, I'll stay here with Kon, Naruto says and surprising then. Fine, Kon you better keep out of trouble, Naruto said and they nod. Both nod and flash step away. I'll find her a pair of clothes and you watch her, Naruto said leaving the room and shuts the door. Naruto leans against the door and slides down. Naruto looks at the ceiling. What am I feeling, have I know that can't be, Naruto thinks standing up and walks away. Time skip. Naruto is sitting on the couch and it's the morning. Hello? Someone said and Naruto turns seeing that she's awake. Well, I'm Naruto by the way, what's your name? Naruto said and the girl sits on the other side of the couch, completely ignoring Naruto. She takes the remote and starts to flip through channels until she stops at the weather channel. Not much of a talker, aren't you? Naruto said. Pervert, she says and Naruto blushes red. Wait what? I didn't do anything. John's the pervert and besides I'm the one who bought you the clothes, Naruto said. My name is Nozomi says and is surprised by why she just said that to a total stranger. Can I ask where your parents are? Naruto said and she looks away. Naruto signs and stands up. Let's talk upstairs okay, Naruto says politely and touches her hand. Both feel a jolt and pull away. What was that feeling? Nozomi thinks never feeling this before. Both are starting at each other and hear running. Kon comes running downstairs and looks at the girl. Nozomi turns to Kon. Just what do you think you're doing? Kon yells grabbing Nozomi's arm and runs back up the steps. But before Nozomi disappears from view, they both have eye contact. Naruto is just standing there not moving and touches his right hand. Nozomi Naruto says to himself. So what do you think and no flaming? Chapter 3. Naruto begins walking up the steps and hears yelling. Naruto opens the door and enters, then closes the foot behind him. I brought you here without yelling anyone else in the house. Don't you dare take a single step outside this room. Kon yells and Nozomi has her arms crossed sitting on the floor while looking at Kon. If anyone found out I brought a little girl like you here, they'd figure I was a pervert and kick me out of the house for sure. Get it? Kon yells. You do know that she looks like she's in her teens, so they won't see you as a mega pervert. I think. Naruto says in a thinking position. They hear knocking at the door. Something wrong big brother? Yuzu says at the door and Naruto begins sweating. Naruto starts to think of a plan. I'm Kon. You probably don't remember, but I helped you out yesterday. What's your name? Where did you come from? Kon says leaning close to Nozomi who has a bored look. I won't tell you, Nozomi says looking the other direction. Nozomi stands up and sits on the bed at the corner of the bed. She still had her arms crossed. Kon says not understanding why she won't tell him. I said I'm not gonna tell you. Nozomi says loudly and Naruto rubs the back of his head. If Yuzu sees this there's gonna be a lot of explaining, Naruto thinks. SHH. Kon says with his hand in a silence motion. Shut it, you pervert. Nozomi says louder and Naruto cracks a smile. Who are you calling a pervert? Kon yells and starts moving towards her which results in Nozomi standing up and throwing the covers at Kon. Stay away from me, pervert. Nozomi says loudly and throws Apollo at Kon's face, which makes him fall on the ground. Can you two please stop fighting, Naruto said with his eyebrow twitching. Time skip. Kon walks in the room holding food while Nozomi is sitting on the bed looking at Naruto who's against the walk. Hey, you gonna eat? Anything you want? Kon says and Nozomi looks away, then closes her eyes and opens them looking at the ceiling. Kon slams the food tray on the desk. Can't you hear me, you moron? Kon says which results getting hit in the face again by a pillow. Kon moves back against the table and his hands touch the pencils on the sharp ends. It hurts. Kan yells holding his left hand that has pencils in them. Where am I, you moron? Nozomi says. Who are you calling a moron? This is my house in Karakura town. Well, sort of my house, anyway, Kan says. Karakura town, Nozomi says thinking. Yeah, it's a nice place here, so where are you from? Naruto said. How many times do I have to tell you two? I see no reason for you two to know. So not only are you two perverts but also complete morons. Nozomi says turning towards the window. Shut up. I'm not a moron or a pervert, Kan is stopped by Naruto whacking him on the head. Kan shut up, Naruto said and sits on the bed facing the other way from Nozomi. It's okay, you don't have to be scared. Trust us, Naruto said to Nozomi who looks down. Big brother. Yuzu says at the door again and both Naruto and Kan freeze. You keep shouting. Is something wrong? I'm coming in. Yuzu says touching the doorknob and Naruto thinks fast. Naruto grabs the covers and wraps his arms around Nozomi making her blush. Wait. Kan says and Yuzu enters. What's wrong? Yuzu says seeing Naruto in Ichigo's bed with the covers over him and Kan standing at the side. Nozomi is glaring at Naruto under the covers. It's nothing, we're just arguing, Naruto is stopped by Nozomi sneezing. Naruto thinks it was a cute sneeze. Naruto, who's under the covers with you? Yuzu says and Naruto starts sweating. Mindscape. Well, this is gonna be entertaining, Hollow Naruto says with a wide smile and sitting in a chair with a plasma TV in front of him, showing what Naruto sees. I agree, this is an interesting moment, Raijin says with a small smile. Out of Mindscape. Naruto says lost for words and Nozomi moves the covers off of her and looks at Yuzu. Then Naruto, who is this girl? Yuzu says and the wheels in her head start moving. She's my friend from school, Naruto says with a smile and you could see that he's nervous. Parent, dad. Naruto has a girlfriend. Yuzu yells running out of the room and shutting it while Naruto turns snow white. Mega pervert, Nozomi says still sitting on Naruto. Mega pervert, Nozomi says again glaring at Naruto. Call me what you like, but if I'm the pervert, why are you on top of me? Naruto says and Nozomi blushes a little. Nozomi glares at Naruto again. Mega pervert, Nozomi says getting off of Naruto and stands up. Says the one who was blushing, Naruto says also standing up. Both are glaring at each other now. Guys, Kan says seeing Isin at the door holding a camera as well as Yuzu. Pervert, Nozomi says crossing her arms. Midget, Naruto said, and Nozomi has a tick mark. Mega pervert. Nozomi yells louder. Green-haired midget. Naruto yells back and takes a step forward, but there was some pencils on the ground from Kan, who had his hand stabbed by them. Naruto slips and falls on top of Nozomi. Their faces are so close they can feel the other's breath and both are blushing. Then they hear clicks and see flashes. Both turn to see Isin and Yuzu at the door holding cameras. Naruto's blush increases. Karen signs. Leave them alone, Ichigo brought girls to his house a lot so what's the difference, Karen says leaving. I'm so proud of you. You are just like Minato. Isin says smiling and Naruto's eye twitches. Can you two leave us three alone now? Naruto says calming down and they nod. Both take a few more pictures and leave. I hate my life, Naruto says getting off of Nozomi and falling on his back. Mindscape. Hollow Naruto is on the ground laughing from what he saw. Ahahahahaha. Hollow Naruto laughs in rage and signs at this. Out of Mindscape. Sorry about that, Naruto says sitting up and apologizing to Nozomi. Mega pervert, Nozomi says looking away. Naruto stands up and walks towards the door. Sorry, Naruto said leaving. Time skip at night. Naruto is at the river watching the moon reflect off of it. It's peaceful, Naruto said in his Soul Reaper form. He left his body on the couch. Naruto hears running, he looks to see Nozomi running and it appears two Soul Reapers are chasing after her. Naruto's eyes narrow and flash steps. Where Nozomi is. Nozomi ran inside what appears to be a factory. Nozomi stops out of breath. Nozomi looks around. Hey. Are you alright? Kan says running towards Nozomi. But suddenly a bolt of light hits Kan sending him into the wall. The light looks like restraints. Nozomi eyes widen and turns slowly to the corner of the factory. A man walks out of it. You struggle in vain. Did you truly think you could escape me? Kajiroza says and Nozomi's eyes widen fearfully. Kajiroza jabs Nozomi in the stomach, making her fall to the ground and passes out. My deepest apologies, one of the Soul Reapers say. No matter. Kindly eliminate him for me. In the end, he is nothing more than a mod soul. I shall return while you deal with him, Kajiroza says and feels spiritual pressure. He turns seeing Naruto holding Raijin. Attacking a defenseless girl, you make me sick. Bankai. Naruto yells pissed off. Nozomi opens her eyes a little seeing Naruto. Naruto, Nozomi says weakly and passes out. Chapter 4. Hajirosa narrows his eyes, feeling the spiritual pressure increase. You will pay for what you've done, Naruto said, pissed off. You're not alone on that one, Ishida says, appearing next to Naruto. Hadu number 4 by Akurai, Kajirosa says, firing lightning at them, but it was simply absorbed by rage and surprising Kajirosa. Ishida disappears. Hearing Kyaku, Kajirosa says. It means flying curtain step. Are you a Quincy? It seems that my humble group has attracted considerable interest, Kajirosa said. I am not interested in you. But I've appreciate you not bringing your quarrels to this town. Withdraw. If you do, I won't harm you, Ishida says. I would likewise prefer not to turn this into a serious incident, Quincy. However, if you two insist on obstructing us, then I will be forced to consider you another enemy to be eliminated, Kajirosa says. It wasn't my intention to obstruct you. But you see, I already consider you my enemies, Ishida says, pulling back his arrow. As you will, Kajirosa says, giving a sign to tell his Soul Reapers he can handle it. I will take responsibility, Kajirosa says, and Naruto flash steps next to him. Both swing their blades. Ishida, you go long range and fire when there's an opening, Naruto said, and both flash step at the top of the building. Very interesting, I wasn't expecting this to happen. Kajirosa says, smirking, and Naruto narrows his eyes. Someone like you falling in love with Nozomi, Kajirosa says, smirking, which results in Naruto glaring at him. Haminari Shkrim. Naruto yells and swings his blade, sending a black lightning wave at him. Kajirosa dodges it, but then was struck in the back by Ishida's arrows. Kajirosa falls to the ground. Naruto flash steps next to Ishida on the ground. Well, that was boring, Naruto said, and Ishida pushes his glasses up. Naruto turns to where Nozomi is still on the ground. So you have a crush on her? Ishida says with a smirk, and Naruto blushes. Shut it, 4 eyes, Naruto says, walking towards Nozomi, and Ishida's eyes twitch at the remark. It's not over yet, Kajirosa says, and both stop and turn. Kajirosa's body is gone. Where is he? Ishida says, looking around, and Naruto looks up at the side of the building to see Kajirosa unharmed. Did you really think that you've won? Kajirosa says. His wound? Ishida says, surprised. How is that possible? He was hit by my Kaminari Shkrim and your arrow. How is he unharmed? Naruto said, not understanding Kajirosa's abilities. Fall into madness, Raikyu, Kajirosa says, lifting his cane, and it transforms. It looks like a dual-blade sword. He's using Shiki, Naruto said. There is no need for that. I have no intention of giving you time to analyze it, Kajirosa says, and spins his Zanpakuto, and it happens. Naruto's eyes widen, somehow reacting to it, and Sunito's away, but Ishida wasn't as lucky. Kajirosa is behind Ishida, and Ishida's now disappears. Even from such a long distance I didn't see it coming, Ishida says, and falls to the ground. How did you dodge me? For a second you reacted before I could hit you. Kajirosa says. Huh? Naruto said, not understanding. How did he? Before I could hit him, he reacted on instinct. Kajirosa thinks. Hado number 4 by Akurai. Kajirosa says, and fires blue lightning at Ishida. Naruto turns, and the attack was blocked by an orange shield. My word. Kajirosa says, and Chad appears above him and throws in a punch which Kajirosa dodges but creates damage. Ishida. Orihin says, running to Ishida, who falls to the ground. Orihim, you take care of Ishida's wounds, Chad says. I'll try and but you some time, Chad says, and Naruto flash steps next to him. I'll help, Naruto said. A time, you say? Kajirosa says, and spins his blade. Naruto eyes widen and moves fast. Before Kajirosa could hit Chad, his blade was blocked by Naruto. Again? Kajirosa says. I'll handle him, you protect Ishida, Naruto says, and pulls back his blade. Naruto swings his blade, and Kajirosa spins his Zanpakuto, and a portal appears in front of him, which Naruto slashes, and the portal disappears. I'm not done yet. Naruto yells and is about to swing again when a portal appears in front of him, and he sees himself swinging his blade in the same position he was stopped at. Naruto's eyes widen and is hit by his own attack. Naruto is slashed on his chest. What just happened? Naruto thinks, and Kajirosa swings again, but it was blocked. Good, you're here, Naruto said, seeing Ichigo in front of him. Thanks for blocking the attack, but I can handle it, Naruto says, and his hollow mask forms in his face. No, I can. You protect the others, Ichigo says, and Naruto raises an eyebrow. Right, how you're not even strong enough to defeat me even with holification, Naruto said, and Ichigo turns to him. Naruto sees the anger in his eyes. Fine, whatever, you fight him, but if you can't defeat him, I'm stepping in, Naruto said, and his mask falls to pieces. Naruto flash steps to Nozomi and holds her close to him. You okay? Naruto says, and Nozomi opens her eyes a little and has a ball smile, surprising Naruto. Nozomi eyes close and she passes out. Nozomi, Naruto says sadly, and lays her down. Naruto looks very kissed at Kajiroza and is about to fight when his felt Nozomi's hand holding his. "Please, don't go," Nozomi says quietly and Naruto smiles. Time skip. Ichigo is sent out of the factory injured. Ichigo rolls on the ground with his shoulder all bloody. "Ichigo." Rukia yells running to him. "How convenient. You people could potentially interfere with my plans. I appreciate being fabled to eliminate you right here," Kajiroza says, and suddenly Zabumaru comes through a water tower connecting with Kajiroza's blade. "Yo, Ichigo. You've really stepped in it this time, haven't you?" Renji says. "Renji?" Ichigo said. Kajiroza looks annoyed and Naruto appears behind him with hollow mask on. Kajiroza turns and swings his blade as well as Naruto, but Naruto forced Kajiroza back with sheer power alone. Kajiroza heard a yell and sees one of his bodyguards defeated. One of the Soul Reapers have Nozomi in his hand and Naruto flash steps next to him and cuts his arm off. "Brah!" he yells in pain. Naruto grabs Nozomi and flash steps away. "That was your own fault," Toshiro says appearing next to the Soul Reaper and hits him with the hilt of his Zanpakuto. Kajiroza appears behind Naruto and swings his blade. Naruto ducks and jumps away with Kajiroza chasing after him. "Put her down." Kajiroza yells at Naruto. "Never in a million years." Naruto yells and his hollow mask turns to pieces. Naruto is holding Nozomi bridal style while still holding Raijin. Naruto jumps in one of the factory's taller buildings and a lot of cherry blossoms appears behind Naruto going after Kajiroza. Kajiroza jumps away and flash steps to another building. They just keep coming out of the woodwork, Kajiroza says with his two soul rappers appearing next to him. "Big brother." Rukia says seeing Byakuya. "Byakuya?" Ichigo says surprised. "Such a shameful defeat, Ichigo Kurisaku," Byakuya says. "Yeah, he shouldn't let me fight him," Naruto says appearing next to Byakuya holding Nozomi. "Shut up," Ichigo says standing up. "Wait, you guys are the real thing, right?" Ichigo says reviving an odd look from Naruto. "Well, duh." Renji says. "But why?" Rukia says. "It ain't just us," Renji says smiling and more captains and vice captains show up. "Hey, what's up Zaraki?" Naruto says smiling at Kenpachi who smiles back. "Ah, if it isn't Naruto. I want a rematch after this, okay," Kenpachi says and Naruto nods. "Yay. Fish cake is here." Yuichiro says happily. "Why you're all," Ichigo says looking around. "That raw materials." Kajiroza says with his left eye twitching. Mayuri appears in front of Nemu. "What interesting things you've been doing. Forgetting your place, for one," Mayuri says smiling evilly at Kajiroza. "Well, if it isn't Captain Kuretsuchi. You graves us with your presence sooner than I expected," Kajiroza said sailing. "You have been terribly late with your report, don't you think? Thanks to you, I've been stuck rescuing this worthless bunch when I have far better things to do. Quite the thankless job. I look forward to paying you back for it. A million times over." Mayuri says with his head leaning all the way to the right and Naruto signs. "Well thanks I guess," Naruto says. "Most amusing sir. You appear to believe that you've won, but I assure you you're mistaken," Kajiroza says, and his Zanpakuto turns back into a cane. "This is merely a temporary withdrawal," Kajiroza says, and the Senkaman opens behind him. "You bastard. Wait." Ichigo yells. "Stop, Ichigo. The severed world presently under his control. If someone as pitiful as you were to charge in without thinking, you would most certainly be doomed. Though if this latest folly is your way of saying you wish to die, far be it from me to stop you. It's exactly the kind of death I would expect of you," Mayuri says. "Shut the hell up," Ichigo says turning back to Kajiroza leading. Kajiroza turns to them. "I look forward to demonstrating my true power to you all once I've reclaimed Nozomi," Kajiroza says and Naruto glares at him and holds Nozomi closer to him. "Over my dead body," Naruto says. "Your true power," Toshiro says. "That is when Soul Society and the human world will both fall under my control. Well, then, esteemed raw materials and soul re-hour substitutes. Let us meet again someday," Kajiroza says, and the gate closes and disappears. "Like hell am I letting that guy control anything," Ichigo says. Time skip. Naruto is currently watching Nozomi sleep. "Has he even left that spot?" Chad says and Ichigo shakes his head. "He's been there the whole time waiting for her to wake up." Nozomi's eyes open and the first she sees is Naruto and smiles kindly at Nozomi. "You're awake," Naruto says and Nozomi looks away and tries to get up but can't. She sits up. "Don't push yourself too hard," Orihime says and Kon in stuffed animal form jumps on Nozomi's knees. 2. "You sounded like you were having bad nightmares. You okay?" Kon says and Nozomi is just staring at Kon. "Hey, age you listening to me?" Kon says pointing at Nozomi. "The hell is this?" Nozomi says and Naruto bursts out laughing. "Haha, that's Kon, so, any idea why that guy was after you? So are you a Soul Reaper?" Naruto says leaning closer to her. Nozomi looks away. None of your business, Nozomi says and Naruto signs. Okay, well he's a mod soul, he uses that body if he doesn't have Ichigo's body, Naruto said and saw Nozomi react to the word mod soul. A mod soul, Nozomi says looking at Kon. Hey now, Kon says and Nozomi just stares at him. What is it? That aside, how about you just answer the questions? If you do, I'll let you borrow my minions for a while, Kon says getting closer abs about to touch her chest area when Nozomi grabs a flower pot and smashes it against Kon's head. Mega pervert, Nozomi says holding the broken pot. You bitch, what the hell was that for? Kon yells and Ichigo picks Kon up from behind. Pipe down, Ichigo says annoyed. Why should I? I was just trying to talk to her. Kon says struggling but it's futile. There's no point trying to force answers out of her if she doesn't want to talk, Ichigo says. But still, Kon said. Rukia enters. Naruto, Ichigo. How much longer are you two planning to make Big Brother and the others wait? Get over they, Rukia said. And not going, Naruto said gaining their attention. I'll stay here, with Nozomi, Boruto said, and Ichigo raises an eyebrow and Naruto blushes. I mean I will stay here and protect her just in case they return, Naruto says blushing. Fine. I'll go, Ichigo says. Alright. Then let's go to the countermeasures meeting. Kon says walking to Rukia. You should stay with the girl like everyone else, Rukia says. Why? Kon says. They're still after her. We can't be too careful, Rukia says. But Kon says. This is a vital mission. We need you here, Rukia says. Yeah well, if it's you asking, I guess I don't mind helping out a little, Kon says. Let's go, Ichigo, Rukia says. Yeah, Ichigo says leaving with Rukia. See you later, Orihime says waving along with Chad. They hear the window open and look to see Nozomi looking out the window. Nozomi. Orihime says worriedly seeing the sad look. Time skip. Naruto is helping the others set up the BBQ. Naruto sets the table Shen and looks at Nozomi who died by seem to be interested at all. Well, if you guys will excuse me, Naruto said entering the house. 2 minutes later. I found the other table, Naruto says and sees Kon and Nozomi are gone. Naruto drops the stuff and immediately uses his badge coming out of his body and flash steps away. Nozomi. Naruto says worried. What? Ishida says and looks to see she's gone. We have to, before Ishida can finish Naruto flash steps away. Naruto has been searching all across town and appears on top of a building. He sees Mod Soul Ranjiku about to slash Nozomi and he flash steps. Nozomi shields herself and doesn't feel anything. She looks to see Naruto grabbing on Ranjiku's hand. Let go. Ranjiku says and Naruto begins crushing it making her start to fall to her knees. I will never allow you to touch her again, Naruto says uling his blade up. Growl, before Ranjiku could release her shiki. It was too late. Amanari scrim. Naruto yells and slashes creating a lightning explosion. Damn it. I was so close. Ranjiku says turning into a puppet then to dust. You okay, Naruto says bending down to Nozomi and looks at Kon giving a thumbs up. Time skip. You okay now? Naruto said back in his own body and next to Kon standing in front of Nozomi. Nozomi is looking at the bandages around Kon. Be grateful. Ahahaha. Kon says laughing and Ichigo hits him on the head. Ow, what? Kon said. Quit telling her to be grateful. It's all your fault for taking your eyes off her to begin with. Would you leave her in the first place? After everything Rukia said to you. Ichigo says pointing at Kon accusingly. Well, the thing is, Kon says embarrassed. Mega pervert, Nozomi says looking away and Naruto nods. You got that right, Naruto said. Namikaze, Kurosaki, Nozomi, I've grilled some meat for you, Orihime says holding the plate of meat. Don't worry, Nozomi. We'll protect you for sure, Ichigo says surprising her. Nozomi turns away. What are you people, morons? Nozomi says. Well both, Naruto said grabbing a stick with barbecue in it. He sticks it towards Nozomi. You should try some, Naruto says with a smile. Nozomi is looking at Naruto then the food. Nozomi leans closer and takes a bite. Everyone smiles. Naruto is feeding Nozomi. How cute, Orihime says making both blush red. Chapter 5. At night. Naruto enters the room with Ichigo to see how Nozomi is doing. Nozomi, everyone going to bed so you should, Naruto stops seeing Nozomi isn't in the room. Huh? Ichigo said and both hear a weird sound coming from the closet. It's Kon. Naruto opens the closet door. Kon. What happened? Ichigo said worried. Kon is tied up. Time skip. Kon is coughing. Nozomi, you bitch. Damn it, what were you thinking, hog-tying me like that? Kon says surprising them. We must split up, you warm the others I'll start looking Naruto said and jumps out the window. Time skip. Naruto, Ichigo, Irohim, Chad and Ishida meet up out of breath. Did you find her? Ichigo said to them. She couldn't have gone far, Chad says looking around. I can't track by her Ryatsu. Is she really a Soul Reaper? Ishida says trying to think things through. Rukia and Renji flash step on the street light. Ichigo. Rukia says gaining their attention. Rukia. Did you find her? Ichigo said. No, not at all. The vice captains are searching for her, too, Rukia says, and Naruto looks down sadly. An says she seemed to be looking for something last night as well, Ichigo says starting to put things together. Damn it. The captains are already working on a new strategy. I can't afford to fall behind. Renji says and they all feel spiritual pressure. That felt like, Ichigo says and they all west. The Senkai gate must have opened. I just felt several captain level Ryatsu, Rukia says, and Naruto grits his teeth angrily. Of all the times for them to show up. Naruto said. Either way, we have to find Kuju fast. Ishida says. Yeah, Ichigo turns around and he's gone. Why he always there except when I need him. And I don't have my substitute badge, either. Naruto Ichigo stops seeing Naruto has disappeared as well. Where Naruto is? Naruto is running through the forest. I don't know how, but I can feel her presence, it's like I know where she's at. Naruto thinks running and stops seeing Nozomi lying down on the grass. Naruto runs to her and bends down. Sign, she's alive, Naruto says and sees she's having a nightmare. Naruto frowns and picks Nozomi up bridal style and starts walking through the forest. 3 minutes later. Nozomi wakes up and sees a smiling Naruto looking at her. She glares at Naruto. Can you put me down? Nozomi says glaring at Naruto and he sweat drops. Why yeah, sorry, Naruto says putting her down. Both hear rustling in the bushes and look. Kon runs out of the bushes and Nozomi kicks Kon in the face. Why you brat? What are you doing here in the middle of nowhere? Kon says in pain. How did you two know I was here? Nozomi says and Kon sits down with a shoe print on his face. I dunno, I just had a hunch. Don't underestimate the power of my intuition. Sheesh, why have you gotta try to be on your own so much? Do you hate us that much? Or maybe you're up to something. Kon says walking towards Nozomi who has a look of little surprise. Hey. Kon is stopped by Nozomi hitting him to the ground with a stick which stews Kon from getting up and Naruto signs. Mind your own business, Nozomi says, and they feel spiritual pressure. They're coming. Nozomi says standing up and starts running and Naruto starts running after her. Hey. Hold on, damn it. Hey. Wait for me, damn it. Kon yells being left behind. So why are you running? Naruto said and Nozomi looks at him with a glare. You following me mega pervert, Nozomi says, and his eyes twitch. I'm not a pervert. Naruto yells at Nozomi. Both glare at each other. I'm skipping town. Nozomi is walking with Naruto close behind. Hey, wait, will ya? Hey, where are you going? I'm talking to you, damn it. Will you just stow? Kon is cut off by running face first into Nozomi's legs. Kon rolls backwards and lays on his back then sits up. At her, Kon is stopped by Naruto's fist hitting his head. Will you shut up? Naruto yells at Kon with a tick mark on his forehead. Don't know. I don't know where to go, Nozomi says, and Naruto looks both directions seeing if they're being followed. Be what? You mean you're just wandering about for no good reason? Kon yells climbing onto her and begins shaking her. Nozomi then glares at Kon which stops him cold. I better prepare the funeral, Naruto thinks. Nozomi picks up and rock and Kon lets go, then Nozomi throws a rock into Kon's face, making him fly back into a tree while saying don't throw rocks. Kon falls to the ground steaming. Shut up. Pervert, Nozomi says. Is it always pervert this and pervert that? Naruto says and Nozomi turns to him and throws a rocks at Naruto which he catches. You shouldn't throw rocks, Naruto says dropping the rock. I do have a reason. I just don't know where to go, Nozomi says looking down and begins walking again. Hey. Kon yells and Naruto starts following her again, this time right beside her. Time skip near the river. They're walking on the road. Will you get a grip already? What are you going to do if you get caught by those guys who are after you again? Kon says running behind them. I can protect her Kon so don't worry, Naruto said with his hands in his pockets. Why protect me? Nozomi says looking at Naruto who blushes. Well Naruto says with a light blush and running the back of his head sheepishly. For the sake of Soul Society. For the sake of the human world, Nozomi says. That ain't it. Like, come on. Seriously, you're such a pain. I'm fed up with you. I'm gonna leave you alone with Naruto. Hear that? I won't worry about you anymore. Kon says turning around with his arms crossed. They just continue walking without stopping. Kon's eye twitches and looks back. Hey. Damn it. Kon yells running after them. Kan jumps on Nozomi's leg, surprising Nozomi and Naruto. "What are you doing?" Nozomi says, looking at Kan. "Come back. I'll use force if I have to," Kan says. "Pay off," Nozomi says, starting to shake her leg. "Like hell." Kan yells and Nozomi just ignores him and keeps walking. "I wonder what Ichigo is doing now," Naruto thinks, following Nozomi. "Even if I have to drag you back, wait, I'm the one being dragged now," Kan says, hanging from Nozomi's leg. "Let go." "How long do you plan to keep grabbing me, mega pervert?" Nozomi says. "Just go back to Ichigo's place and let us protect you." Kan yells and Nozomi suddenly stops. "Enough. I'll fix it even without protection," Nozomi says with her arms crossed. "What are you talking about?" Naruto said, not knowing what she's planning. "That's why I came to Karakura town," Nozomi says and shakes a little from the cold night air. Naruto takes off his black jacket and puts it on Nozomi, surprising her. "You need this more than I do," Naruto says, smiling, and Nozomi looks down. "Thank you," Nozomi says, and Naruto's smile widens while Kan is yelling in the background. "Time skip to woods." "Hey, will you be a good girl and give up already?" Kan says, still hanging from her leg. "How about you give up instead?" Nozomi says and kicks Kan off her leg, which results him slamming into a tree face first. Kan falls to the ground with his left messed up. "Ah. My eye's coming out. Look, it's hanging, it's hanging." Kan yells and stops, seeing Nozomi looking ahead. "Where to now?" Naruto said. "I see now where I need to go," Nozomi says. "Really? Where is it?" "Wow, man, I'm so glad. Alright, let's head there right now. Then all of us can get back to Ichigo and the others quickly." "Right," Kan says, and Nozomi picks Kan up by the ear. "Hey, be a little gentler. My ear's gonna come off too." Kan stops and Naruto looks surprised, seeing a shrine in front of them. "Am I going blind because if didn't even notice that?" Naruto says. "That gate," Nozomi says, suddenly drawing their attention. "Gate? You mean the torii?" Kan says, still dangling. "But not this one. There's a place in this town with lots of them in a row, right?" Nozomi says, and Naruto enters a thinking pose. "The place with lots of torii? Could that be? Now I know what you're talking about. That's probably the one up in the mountains. I've been there before." "Kan, haven't you been there as well?" Naruto says, and Kan nods with a know-it-all look. "Yes, in fact I know." Kan is stopped by Naruto taping his mouth shut. "You had tape the whole time and you chose now to use it?" Nozomi says with a glare. "Sorry, I forgot," Naruto says, running the back of his head. "Show me," Nozomi says, and drops Kan. "Hurry up," Nozomi says. "Are you sure you want me to get you there fast?" Naruto says with an eyebrow risen. "Yes, so hurry." Nozomi stops by Naruto, picking her up bridal style, while Kan grabs into Naruto's leg. "Let go of me," Nozomi says, glaring at Naruto. "Well, you're the one who told me to hurry up," Naruto says, and begins running with Nozomi wrapping her arms around Naruto's neck. 5 minutes later. Naruto stops and lets Nozomi down. Kan lets go of Naruto. "Are we there yet?" Nozomi says, and Kan finally rips the tape off his mouth. "Keep your sucks on, you'll see it in just a sec. That's it there," Kan says, pointing ahead. "So? What's supposed to be over there?" "I did carry you here," Naruto says, but Nozomi's ignoring him. "I remember what you said. Is that what this is about?" Kan says, but she isn't answering and looking ahead. "So you're playing dumb?" Kan says, and Nozomi begins walking again. "What is with her?" Naruto says, following. Hey, wait for me." Kan yells, running after them. 2 minutes later. They're standing at the steps of the shrine. "Come on, surely it's okay for you to tell me now," Kan says, but she isn't listening. "What is up ahead?" Naruto said, looking at Nozomi suspiciously. "The Senkai Gate," Nozomi says, surprising them. "Oh, I see, of course, a Senkai Gate. What do you mean, a Senkai Gate? Isn't that something Soul Reaper are supposed to open?" Kan yells. "When we were investigating the Severed World, we discovered that there are many previously unknown Senkai Gates. One of them is through here," Nozomi says. "What are you gonna do when you're at the gate?" Naruto said, not liking what's gonna happen. "Let's go," Nozomi says, walking, and they follow. They begin walking through the tories. Nozomi hands Naruto back the jacket, which he takes and puts back on. "There's a Senkai Gate here," Kan says, and they're finally at the shrine. "I get it. You're gonna open that gate and run away somewhere," Kan says, and Nozomi takes a few steps forward. "I'm not running away," Nozomi says, and stops in front of the shrine. "This is it," Nozomi says, and puts her right hand up and touches something which glows white. "The space is distorted," Nozomi says, and makes a hand sign. The blinding light appears and a portal is in front of Nozomi. "What is this? It's not like the Senkai Gate I saw," Naruto says, walking next to Nozomi. "This is a natural Senkai Gate. There are countless severed worlds that connect Soul Society and the human world. Their flow is too fast and so they are dangerous. They are small and we don't know where they lead. This is one of them. If you enter it and seal it behind you, no one will ever find you, Nozomi says looking at the gate. How long are you planning to hide, Naruto says with his hair covering his eyes and his hands start to become fists. Forever, Nozomi says, and suddenly the portal was cut in half destroying it. Nozomi's eyes are widen and looks behind to see Naruto in his Soul Reaper form, holding his substitute Soul Reaper badge in his left hand while holding Raijin in his right hand. Why did you do that? Nozomi yells at Naruto who puts away the badge. I won't allow you to do it. Locking yourself away and being alone forever, I won't allow it. I'll never let you go. Naruto says surprising her. I'll protect you and that's a promise of a lifetime. Naruto says with clear unfaltering determination in his eyes. Naruto, Nozomi says, and Naruto's eyes widens and wraps his left arm around Nozomi and Flash steps next to a Torii behind them. Look what we have here, Ryugai, Rukia says appearing in front of them. Ryugai. Nozomi says. Let's not have any more of you acting out on your own, Rukia says, and 4 other vice captains appear behind them. You sure you want to pick a fight against these numbers? One of them say. Oh great, it's Baldy and the others, Naruto says, and the so-called Boldly's eye twitches. How did you? Nozomi is stopped by Rukia. Did you think you were the only one who knew about the severed world? Rukia says smiling and goes to reach for Nozomi when Naruto grabs her arm and begins to put pressure on it. Rukia grunts in pain. I'm disposing of you people now. Bankai. Naruto yells and black lightning with yellow outlines come from Naruto. Naruto raises his sword at them. I will never allow you to hurt one of my precious friends, Naruto says, and black lightning starts to emit from his blade. He's fighting to protect his friends, Nozomi thinks. Amanari Shkrim. Naruto yells swinging the blade down and a wave of black lightning is sent at them making a small explosion. The dust starts to clear showing Rukia standing. You win, Rukia says falling to her knees and turning into a mod soul. Naruto goes back into Shiki. Naruto. Khan says running to him. Why do all this for me? We only met a day ago. Nozomi says and Naruto smiles at her. Because I promised that I would never let anyone hurt you, Naruto said. You promised. Nozomi says and Naruto's left hand goes to Nozomi's chin making her look up and Naruto leans in. I never break my promises, Naruto says and realizes how close they are. Naruto starts blushing and lets go. So never do that again, okay? Naruto says looking away blushing redder than a tomato. Nozomi smiles. Okay, Nozomi says smiling at Naruto. What? Khan yells not believing this. Nozomi realizes what just happened. Nozomi says looking away blushing red. Chapter 6. Naruto is back in his body walking back with Nozomi, Ichigo in Soul Reaper form and Khan to Urahara's place. Ichigo. Are you alright? Orihime says walking towards them worriedly. Yeah, Orihime. More or less. How are the others? Ichigo says and Tessai answers. We have brought them here and have already begun treatment, Tessai says. I see. Glad to hear it, Ichigo says. Hey, if it's not any trouble, can you check Nozomi for any injuries? Naruto said pointing to her surprising her. Khan walks to Nozomi. What's up, Nozomi? You okay? Khan says patting her leg and gets kicked in the face. Pervert. Nozomi says, but this time it's different. Naruto notices it. She's showing more emotion now. Nozomi has her arms crossed over her chest area. Glad you're feeling better, Khan says. What's he playing at? Ichigo says and Nozomi turns to him with a light blush. You're just like each other. Mega perverts, Nozomi says looking around uncomfortable. Ichigo picks Khan up and points at him. I am nothing like this thing. Ichigo says and Kin kicks him in the face. Right back at ya. Khan yells and Ichigo throws punched, but Khan is dodging them. I'm not a closet pervert like Ichigo. Khan yells punching Ichigo and then was grabbed by him and then stretched. Why, you, Ichigo says pissed off. Hehehe, Naruto laughs a little seeing Nozomi's expression. Fighting isn't that funny. Nozomi says and Naruto stops and smiles at Nozomi with that famous smile. You're showing more emotion. Congratulations. Naruto says hugging her. Nozomi is surprised at this and starts to get sleepy from the warmth of Naruto and Naruto closes his eyes. Both are oblivious that Ichigo almost falls to the ground, but Orihime catches him. Guys, you can stop hugging. Khan says and both blush red and let go. Let me heal you up, Orihime says helping Ichigo up. It's no big deal, Ichigo says with his eyes closed. You mean that? Someone said and Ichigo's eyes widen. Before he can utter a single word he was kicked in the face making him slide to the wall. Kurosaki. Orihime says worriedly. Ichigo is twitching on the ground with a show mark on his face. Is he dead? Khan yells and Naruto stomps on his head. If he was dead he wouldn't be twitching, you idiot. Naruto yells at Kon for his stupidity and turns then smiles seeing Kenpachi's Araki. Going flying from a teensy kick like that? You call that no big deal? Kenpachi says smiling. Ichigo sits up holding his head. Anyone'd go flying if you kick them from behind all of a sudden. Ichigo yells standing up and stands in front of Kenpachi pointing at him. And anyway, weren't you supposed to have gone to Soul Society? Ichigo yells at Kenpachi. He has a point. Why are you still here? Naruto said looking at Kenpachi. I'm on my way now, Kenpachi said, and Naruto notices something. Then for about I come, Ichigo is cut off by Naruto hitting him in the back of the head. Ow. Ichigo yells in pain. Forget it. You'd just be going to your death the way you are now, Kenpachi says. Whatever, Ichigi said. Make sure you don't die, I still want to fight you, Naruto says, and Kenpachi is a little surprised when he said that and then smiles. Ichiru then appears on Kenpachi's back. Don't worry. Ken can die. Yuichiro says happily. Stay out of this, Yuichiro, Kenpachi says looking at Yuichiro. Shan't. Right, Icky and fish cake. Yuichiro says and Naruto's eyes twitch at the remark. Ichigo chuckles at that but was silenced by Naruto punching him in the face, sending him rolling away. Relax. Until I get to fight you again, I ain't planning on getting killed or dying or whatever, Kenpachi said. Okay, you better go now, Naruto said, and Kenpachi starts walking to the house. See you around, Naruto, Kenpachi says. Ichiru, Naruto said, and Yuichiro looks back at Naruto and jumps off of Kenpachi's back and runs to Naruto. Yeah, fish cake, Yuichiro says and Naruto signs. Be careful and root Kenpachi on. I got a feeling he will have one hell of a fight in there. Just remember, don't let him die, Naruto said and Yuichiro nods. Naruto ruffles her hair and she smiles. Now go, Naruto said, and she nods and runs in the house. Well, that was sweet of you, Nozomi says and Naruto blushes and rubs the back of his head sheepishly. Naruto looks to where Kenpachi's disappeared. Kenpachi's Zanpakuto isn't like anything I've seen before, Naruto said surprising her. What do you mean? She says and Naruto looks at the sky. Every battle he's been in he's gotten a little stronger. It's like he hasn't awoken yet, but that nodded. His Zanpakuto, it's not like anything I've seen before, Naruto said feeling the sword's power. If he were to finally hear his Zanpakuto, I would be frightened by his power the way I am right now. But I would want to fight him even more than. We are alike, him and I. Both of us love to fight, Naruto said surprising her. Time skip. Naruto is sitting next to Nozomi who's laying her head on Naruto's shoulder. Naruto smiles seeing Nozomi sleeping peacefully. Ichigo, Chad, Kon, Orihime and Uriu are watching over Rukia, Ranjiku and Nemu sleeping. Urahara walks in. Urahara, Ichigo said seeing him and drawing their attention. It would seem that, apart from Captain Kanamura, they have all arrived in Soul Society, Urahara says. You know what's happening in Soul Society? Uriu says questionably. It bothered me that we were totally in the dark when it came to understanding the situation over there. So I implanted a transmitter device of sorts in each of the captains, Urahara said. Ichigo stands up. Urahara, would you mind sending me to Soul Society after all? Ichigo says and Naruto shakes his head for Ichigo's stupidity. Nozomi starts to stir and wakes up. Welcome back Sleeping Beauty, Naruto said, and Nozomi looks away with a small smile. Naruto and Nozomi start paying attention to the conversation. I'll fight too. Ichigo said wanting to fight. Hold on. Just let those guys take care of things over there. And just look at this. All our ladies have been taken out and the guys are no use at all. All we've got are useless guy, 2 soul reapers and 4 eyes. We're almost out of guys who can really put up a fight, so if you go, what happens when this place gets attacked? Kon says and jumps on Ichigo's Shihakusho. Don't forget what I said Kon. I can protect Nozomi. Naruto says angrily standing up and knowing that Kon is forgetting how powerful he is. I also heard you want to protect Nozomi. You said Age was your friend. Kon says. Besides, Ichigo, you shouldn't push yourself too hard right now, Orihime says. That's right. Listen to Orihime. Shut up and stay here like a good boy. Kon yells. Can I ask something? Nozomi says standing behind Naruto and gaining all their attention. What is it? Ichigo said. Why are you trying to protect me? What does it all mean to you? Nozomi said. Well, the thing about that is, Kon says sweating and starts speaking quietly. No, Ichigo says surprising Nozomi. I don't really get it either, Ichigo says, and Kon jumps off of Ichigo. It's more like at the start, rather than trying to protect you, I was trying to protect my friends and the human world, and I figured I had to get you away from Kajiroza to do that, Ichigo says. Then why? Nozomi looks at Naruto already knowing his reason. I didn't want to lose you, that's my reason, Naruto said looking out the window. What I do get is that if you're caught by Kajiroza, there'll be a whole load of trouble. Didn't try to do it all on your own. Because you're not, Ichigo says, the last part smiling. I'm not on my own. Nozomi says to herself, and Naruto smiles like the others while Uryu pushed his glasses up. Suddenly Nozomi sees images and she gasps. Hey. Hey. Naruto said, shacking Nozomi, and she comes back to reality. You okay? Naruto said, seeing the look of concern on her face. Nothing, Nozomi says, and Naruto starts to get worried for her. Anyway, I don't know why I want to protect you. But I did hear it loud and clear. A voice saying I had to protect you, Ichigo says, and Nozomi blushes. What are you, a moron? Nozomi says. He's a pervert and a moron, Naruto says, and Ichigo glares at him. Is this really the time to call me a pervert and a moron? Ichigo said. Nozomi looks away, still blushing. You didn't hear any voice like that, Nozomi says quietly. Don't say that, Ichigo said. Nozomi smiles and laughs a little. This guy really is a moron, Nozomi says, smiling, and Ichigo smirks. Don't call me this guy, call me Ichigo, Ichigo says, and Nozomi steps forward and puts her hand on the center Ichigo's chest. I should be able to get some of your Reiatsu back, Nozomi says, and her hand glows light green. That's a form of Kidu, isn't it? Urahara says, surprised. You can do stuff like that, kid. Ichigo says. Don't call me kid. Call me Nozomi Kuju, Nozomi says, smiling. Yeah, I hear ya, Ichigo says. Naruto smiles. Time skip. Nozomi finally finished. That should get you a little of your Reiatsu back, Nozomi says. Whoa. This is like back when Anohana healed me. Ichigo says, looking at himself. For real? Kan says, and Nozomi falls backwards, which Naruto catches her and lifts her up bridal style. Are you okay? Orihime says, worried. I'm fine, Nozomi says. You've probably put a lot of strain on your body by trying to use your Soul Reaper powers for the first time in a while, Uryu said. Naruto lets her down and sees the look in Urahara's eyes, which makes his eyes narrow. Urahara, Ichigo says, gaining his attention. Why yes. Urahara said. I'm ready to go, Ichigo said. But Urahara says, trying to find the words to stop Ichigo from chiding to go. If I just wait around like this, it's only a matter of time before my spiritual powers vanish. So I'm better off taking them all down in one last stand now, Ichigo said. Ichigo, you fool. Kan says on Ichigo's shoulder. Try to understand, Kan, Ichigo said. The hell I will. Kan yells and Naruto holds Nozomi's hand. Come on, you should rest, Naruto said, leading her to another room. I'll let you have an hour of rest, Naruto said, and Nozomi sits down but won't let go of Naruto's hand. Can you lay with me, Nozomi says, and Naruto blushes redder than a tomato. Oh why yeah sure, Naruto said, lying next to Nozomi, and she lays her head on his chest. Naruto swallows and wraps his arms around Nozomi. I will always protect you, Nozomi, Naruto said quietly, and Nozomi has a small smile. Time skip. Naruto yawns, waking to see a sleeping Nozomi on his chest, and smiles. You awake, Naruto said, and Nozomi's eyes start to open. Both smile at each other and them both start to lean into each other. An inch before they can kiss. Wake up. Kan yells, entering the room, and both stop and glare at Kan. Kan is stopped by two fists punching him in the face, sending him crashing into the wall. What is it, Kan? Naruto yells at him. Ichigo's has vanished. Kan says, shocking them. What? Naruto said, not understanding it. Time skip 2 minutes later. Are you sure? Naruto says, shocked of what he heard. Yes, Kurosaki's Reiatsu has completely vanished, Urahara said. He isn't dead, Naruto says, surprising them. How do you know? Urahara said. Naruto closes his eyes. Urahara's eyes widen, feeling something weird coming from Naruto. His Zanpakuto is responding to Naruto. I can feel Zangetsu. He's still alive, as well as Kenpachi, Byakuya, Kamamura, Toshiro, and Head Captain Yamamoto, Naruto says, shocking them. I could go further, but I don't want to strain my abilities, Naruto said. That's impossible, how can you sense then from that far away? Urahara says, shocked, never seeing this ability before. I can't sense them, but I can sense their Zanpakuto, it's like I have a connection with all of the Zanpakuto, it's really weird, Naruto said, looking down, not knowing of his heritage. Chapter 7. I can feel Zangetsu, but Ichigo I can't feel. I don't know how Ichigo could suddenly disappear, Naruto said. This is very bad. The captains who went in first only made it out by the skin of their teeth too, Urahara says, not knowing what happened. Can you get any response from Ichigo? Chad said, and Urahara shakes his head. No, none at all, Urahara said. So you're saying Ichigo is, Orihime says, not wanting to believe Ichigo is dead. The last signal from him came from Severed World, with the capturing ram approaching. We are forced to assume that it engulfed him, Urahara says, not wishing for this to be true. Engulfed him? Orihime says. It can't be, Rukia said, not believing it. The others don't say a word. No, Nozomi says, drawing their attention. Nozomi has her head down with her hair shadowing her eyes with her arms crossed. After all he's done, Nozomi says, hearing from Naruto of all people Ichigo fought for and how he used the final Jutsuga Tensho and how he fought Kajiroza to protect her. It's my fault, Nozomi says, blaming herself, and Orihime walks to her. Orihime says, about to put an arm on her shoulder when Nozomi knocks it away. Don't. Nozomi yells and falls to her knees, closing her eyes. He's still alive, Naruto said, making her open her eyes surprised. After all the things Ichigo has done, he can't just die like that. Anyways, if I can sense his Zanpakuto, then he must be still alive. If the Soul Reaper dies, so does his Zanpakuto, Naruto says, smiling at her, trying to cheer her up. She just stares at him along with everyone else. Naruto starts to sweat. This is feeling awkward now, Naruto thinks. You're completely right, Kurosaki's not the type to die that easily, Uryu says. Yeah. Besides, Ichigo is doing this of his own free will. You're not responsible for him, Chad said, nodding, agreeing with Uryu. Nozomi, it's all true. So don't blame yourself, Orihime says. Nozomi, Ichigo sucks, but he always keeps his promises. So have faith in him and just wait, Kon says, and Nozomi stares at Kon. What? You're staring at me, Kon says, a little freaked out. How can all of you have so much faith in him? You're always like this, Nozomi says, and Kon starts blushing. It's not like we believe in him or anything. We're not best buds or whatever, just an ordinary master, and Kon says, walking backwards and trips on the steps. Naruto puts a hand on Nozomi's shoulder, drawing her attention. Naruto smiles, and so does everyone else. Yes, Nozomi says with her own smile now. Things are looking pretty bad, though. We should head to Soul Society as well, Chad said. Now that really is worrying too much, Rukia said. Yeah. Don't take out captains lightly, Renji said. I'm Skip. Utahins is checking on his computer screen, scanning the last place Ichigo disappeared at, trying to find him. Any luck? Rukia said. As I expected, I still can't get a reading on Kurosaki's at all, Urahara said. Then where is he? Did he transport to somewhere you don't know about? Naruto said. Most likely, Urahara said, and they're all quiet for a few seconds. Relax, guys. There's no way that Dumbus Ichigo is gone. I just know he's gonna show up right when we least expect him. Right. Kon says, trying to cheer everyone up. Then try and push it, Kon, Rukia says, surprising him. Your tough act's pretty obvious. You're really the most worried one here, Renji says, smiling. Shut up. I'm totally not worried at all, and I'm definitely not acting. Kon yells, kicking Renji in the face, making him fall back, and jumps on him. Naruto sees Uryu giving Nozomi a stare. Uryu, cut it out, your stare is starting to get on my nerves, Naruto said. Uryu blinks. Oh, sorry, Uryu says. What secrets could she be hiding? Uryu thinks. 10 minutes later. They hear a beeping and a red dot appears on the scanner. What is it? Rukia said, looking at Urahara. I've detected Kurosaki's Ryatsu, Urahara says. For real? Where is he? Kon says worriedly. If you will, Abarai, Urahara says, standing up. Right, Renji says, standing up as well. Alright, let's go. Kon says. Rukia, Uryu, Chad, Urahara, Renji and Kon leave the room. Orihime walks up to Nozomi. You too, Nozomi, Orihime says and smiles. Nozomi also smiles. She nods. Let's go, Naruto said, taking Nozomi's hand and starts walking too. I'm Skip. Ichigo finally wakes up. Who's there? Ichigo yells. Ichigo sees everyone there looking at him. Huh? He says, and Naruto hits Ichigo in the head, making him grunt in pain. You're too loud, Naruto said, annoyed, and smiles. Ichigo, Orihime says happily. You guys wait, died that mean I'm in the human world? Ichigo says. Yes, you are, Rukia said. The door opens and Naruto looks and smiles happily, seeing Nozomi. Hey Nozomi, look, Ichigo is awake, Naruto says, smiling. It seems you're finally awake, Kurosaki, Urahara said, smiling. Urahara, Nozomi, Ichigo says, and Nozomi had a sad look on her face and not looking at Ichigo. Weren't you supposed to defeat Kajiroza? Nozomi said. Huh? Ichigo says. Wait, he was fighting Kajiroza. Why hadn't anyone told me? Naruto yells and looks angrily at Urahara, who's looking away, whistling. Weren't you supposed to get it done quickly and come back to us? Nozomi says, and Ichigo looks down, depressed. Sorry, Ichigo says. I told you to come back safely, Nozomi says with tears in her eyes, and Naruto sighs. Quit nagging me. I made it back at any rate, Ichigo says, and remembers something. Oh yeah, Renji, were you the one who saved me from the capturing ram? Ichigo says. Huh? I just found you collapsed in the severed world and brought you back here, Renji said, not knowing what went on in the severed world. So, Kurosaki, it seems you really were engulfed by the capturing ram, Urahara says suddenly. Huh? Do you know what happened to me, Urahara? Ichigo said. Well. Sort of. But first, got about done tea. Urahara says NS Naruto sees Nozomi grip her arm tighter. Time skip 20 minutes later. Those who find themselves far from the fixed sections of the severed world are lost for all eternity, ultimately doomed to be engulfed by the capturing ram or the capturing flow and meet their death. Everyone knows that much. Naturally, there are a number of ways to escape the severed world, much as Kuretsuchi did. But it should not be possible to be saved being engulfed by the capturing ram the war Kurosaki was, Urahara said. Then was Ichigo says, but is cut off by Urahara. I have no idea. At any rate, what happened to you is completely unprecedented. I will, of course, look into it, but I wouldn't expect any quick answers, Urahara said. Some big help you are, Kon says annoyed. However, I have discovered the reason for Kajirosa's obsession with the severed world, Urahara said. His reason? Naruto said, eating too now. Yes. He has been researching ways to manipulate and utilize the severed world, it's true, but that is not his true goal, Urahara said. What do you mean? Rukia said. Basically, he is studying the severed world for a separate reason. He seeks to obtain a certain piece of information concealed within it, Urahara says. Time skip. Mod souls. Naruto said. Precisely. Kajirosa's motive for research on the severed world is to retrieve information on mod souls, which is concealed within, Urahara says, and Kon points at himself. What's a mod soul? Naruto said, questioningly, never hearing this word before. I know. Kon says. Allow me to explain. A long time ago, something called Project Spearhead took place in Soul Society, Rukia says and starts to draw. Humans who lost their souls at death were to be injected with artificial souls specially designed for combat, and those souls would be used as an anti-hollow vanguard, Rukia says, showing her drawing and Naruto sweat drops, along with Ichigo. Haven't seen those crappy drawings in a while, Ichigi says, and Naruto chuckles a little. Crappy what? Rukia says, looking at them, and Kin walks in front of Rukia. Now, just let it go, Kon says. Art school reject, Nozomi says, and Naruto laughs. Ichigo is surprised and Kon is sweating, while Rukia's hair is shadowing her eyes. No, Kon says, and Rukia whacks Naruto, Ichigo and Kon on the head. The project proposal was quickly rejected. That is how the development of the mod souls came to pass, Rukia said. Kon is a mod soul that survived, Ichigo says, and Kon falls to the ground due to the hit on the head from Rukia. But how did you know that mod soul data hidden in the severed world? Naruto says. By chance. When we were rescuing Kurosaki earlier, I sensed something strange about Sins if the spirit particles that had vaguely attached themselves to him. I analyzed them, and fragments of scientist mod soul development data emerged. Kajirosa must have used such data to create his captain class mod souls, Urahara said, and the whole time they were taking the light was flickering, and it finally turns off. It's true, Nozomi says, gaining their attention again, and she stands up. Nozomi, what are you talking about? Naruto said, and Nozomi doesn't look at Naruto but at the ground. You knew, didn't you, Kuju? Urahara says, and she nods. Kajirosa is the creator of the mod souls. When Project Spearhead was rejected, a ruling was made that all the mod souls, as well as the vast volume of research on the subject, would be destroyed. The mod souls since for they would be cultivated from a few Soul Reaper spirit particles and would inherit their memories and personalities, as well as possessing superior abilities. The ability to freely wield the power of mod souls was judged to be a threat. Before they erased everything, he transformed his exhaustive research of the matter into a special type of spirit particle and cast it deep into the severed world. And much later, in the process of studying the severed world, he extracted the data from the capturing ram, Nozomi said. Naruto is lost for words. So that's what happened, Urahara said, and Kon looks down and laughs a little. That's how it is? You mean we mod souls were created by that bastard? Kon yells angrily. Ichigo says. I see why Tit can't trust me if that's true, Kon says, and Nozomi gets closer to them. No, that's not true. Nozomi says. Then what is? You never told me any of this until now. Kon yells at Nozomi, pointing at her, and Naruto gets angry. Kon, shut up. Naruto yells angrily. I guess all I was to you in the end was another of Kajirosa's creations. Kon says. Kajirosa wasn't the one who created you, Nozomi says. How do you know? Kon yells. Well, Nozomi says, and her eyes widen, seeing memories. Well, Nozomi says, looking up. The very first mod soul. That's who I am, Nozomi says, and Naruto's eyes widen all the way and is shocked to the core. Chapter 8. Naruto and Kon are outside Ichigo's house, not saying a word. Both looking sad and lost in thought. Kon is using Ichigo's body so he can take a walk. Hey. Orihime says, walking with Chad towards them, and both look up with little surprise. Orihime. Chad, Kon says. What are you two up to? Chad said and Naruto walks past them with his hands in his pockets. It's nothing. Come on Kon, let's go, Naruto said, and Kon follows Naruto. Naruto stops. Nozomi is in the house. She must be bored so keep her company, Naruto said and keeps on walking. 10 minutes later. Both are walking through town. Please take one, it's part of our promotion, a woman says holding sign kind of lion stuffed animal. Han takes one and turns to see that Naruto is gone. Graveyard. Hey mom, hey dad, it's been a while since I last came here. Sorry about not eating vegetables or going to bed on time. But that isn't why I'm here. I couldn't defeat Aizen dad, you trained me to defeat him, but in the end, he killed you and he beat me. Ichigo defeated him, soon he will lose his Soul Reaper powers. I'm sorry dad that I couldn't use that move, it was too dangerous and could have killed a lot of people. Naruto is cut off by someone saying his name and turns to see Ichigo. Naruto looks away. I heard what you said, it isn't your fault, I chose to do this on my own, so stop blaming yourself and talk to Nozomi, I saw the way you look at her, Ichigi says with a smile, and Naruto turns away and starts walking away. Time skip back at the house. Naruto and Kon are currently in Ichigo's room. He's on Ichigo's bed looking at the ceiling showing no emotion. What Nozomi said keeps replying in his head over and over again. Naruto's right hand touches his face. She doesn't even trust me, she must not like me, Naruto thinks sadly. You know King, you shouldn't think too much of that, Hollow Naruto said inside Naruto's head. Mindscape. What is it Hollow? Naruto said turning to him. He's smiling. I've been watching what's been happening, but when that girl revealed to you that she was a mod soul. Your love for her didn't change, Hollow Naruto said looking at the cloudy sky with a frown, and it starts raining. If she couldn't even tell me that, she must hate me or something. She doesn't trust me, Naruto said, and Hollow Naruto grabs him by his robe angrily and punches him in the face. Naruto falls to the ground looking at Hollow Naruto shocked. You're showing weakness, your heart is shaking. Stop thinking of the negatives. You're just making me stronger and it'll be C to take over. Think in her point of view. She may have just remembered from the look in her eyes, or she might have not said it because it might make you not like her. Hollow Naruto yells and grabs Naruto by the robe picking him up and slams him against a tree. You keep crushing about what she thinks of you. Your sadness is making this place rain, and like rage and I hate the rain, Hollow Naruto says angrily and drops Naruto who slides down against a tree, looking at Hollow Naruto surprised from what he said. Naruto looks down and closes his eyes remembering the moments he had with Nozomi. It's finally stood raining and the sky starts to clear up. Hollow Naruto looks at the sky surprised. Well, that was fast, Hollow Naruto said and looks down at Naruto. Naruto opens his eyes and looks up with determination in his eyes. He stands up and afraid walking away. Thank you, Naruto, Naruto said leaving. Out of Mindscape. Naruto's eyes opens and he smiles. The door opens and both sit up seeing Nozomi. She looks surprised and looks down. Yo, Kon says not meeting her gaze. Yeah, Nozomi says. Nozomi, come on. Yuzu yells from downstairs. They're calling you, Kon says. Nozomi takes a few steps back. She turns and walks away. Naruto stands up and walks to the door and turns to Kon. Don't blame her, imagine it from her point of view, Naruto said and leaves the room while shutting the door behind him. Nozomi wait up, Naruto says, and Nozomi turns and her eyes widen from Naruto hugging her. I'm sorry for ignoring you, it's just I couldn't explain how I felt from your words. Even if you're a mod soul, I don't care, Naruto said, and Nozomi looks at Naruto with tears in her eyes and Naruto smiles. I love you, Naruto says, and Nozomi makes her move capturing Naruto's lips. Naruto is shocked from this, but then forgets about it and deepens the kiss. Naruto wraps his arms around Nozomi, while Nozomi wraps her arms around his neck. After 30 seconds of kissing they hear a click and see a small flash of light. Both turn to see Yuzu smiling and holding a camera. Naruto then laughs a little, stops hugging Nozomi, and wraps his right arm around her neck. Take a normal picture for one, okay, Naruto says smiling. Nozomi is also smiling. Yuzu takes another picture smiling. Time skip. Naruto is at the dinner table with Kon in Ichigo's body. Orihime, Nozomi, Rukia, Ishida and Chad are also at the table, while Karen and Yuzu are sitting on the couch. This is delicious. Really delicious, Orihime. Such food. You're a genius. Kon yells and takes another bite, but then stands up choking on the food. Oh crap. Naruto yells staffing up and does the Heimlich maneuver. Kon coughs out the food on the ground. Naruto helps Kon sit back down and pats him in the back. He's okay, Naruto said, and both Yuzu and Karen sigh. First slow down, second don't talk while eating, Naruto says and sits back down. Nozomi smiles at Naruto, Naruto smiles back. Han starts eating again like crazy which results him getting hit in the head by Naruto. No life in them? Oh really? Uryu says, remembering what Ichigo said about Kon and Naruto looking like they have no life in them from what Nozomi said. Actually, this is new, chat is cut off by Kon. Hey, Four Eyes. Are you eating properly? You wouldn't be disrespecting Orihim's cooking, now would you? Hey Nozomi. Are you eating lots? If you find ear properly, you'll never grow up. Especially your breasts. Kon says and Nozomi glares at him holding her chopsticks like she's going to stab him. Ah, sorry. That was totally out of line, Kon says, and Naruto slams Shen with his chopsticks on Kon Ichigo's hand, resulting him to yell in pain. Where's Ichigo? Naruto said looking around. I'm Skip. Question her. What do you mean? Ichigo said talking to Ikaku, Renji and Yamchika. Why is Kajiroza so desperate to capture her? What is the nature of the threat? We should question her on preparation for the final battle with Kajiroza, didn't you think? Yamchika said. We don't know anywhere near enough about that kid, and neither do you. We can't let a lack of information lead to more victims, that's the gist of it, Ikaku says. This isn't just our private opinion. We're speaking as the survivors of the Gate 13. Don't take it the wrong way, Renji says. You might be right. Still, she's clearly got some stuff she's not ready to face. I'm going to protect her. Isn't that enough? Ichigo says, trying to convince them. No's not the time for noble words like that. I'm sorry to say this, but the fact is that the invading army has fevers raided the Gate 13. That's the kind of enemy we're going to have to face in Karakura town. It might not be just you or us that get hurt, Ikaku says, referring to the people who reside here. This is all quite ironic, though, Yamchika says, smiling to himself. Ironic? Ichigo said, not understanding. Project Spearhead was originally a plan meant to reduce Soul Reaper casualties, Yamchika said. But now, lots of us Soul Reaper have been injured and taken out to protect that mod Soul kid. Ironic to say the least, Ikaku said. That may be true. But now that they've been born into this world, don't those guys have the same right to live as the rest of us? Ichigo said. If it means sacrificing people, then no, Ikaku stops and all of their eyes widen. Naruto is sitting outside the window hearing all they said. Naruto opens the window and jumps in. I'll say this once, anyone who tries to touch her. Even comrades. I'll kill them, Naruto says with anger in his eyes, and outside the door is Nozomi hearing part of the conversation. Naruto. Nozomi thinks. Time skip at night. Naruto is currently sleeping with Nozomi in the couch. Nozomi wakes up and gets off of the couch quietly. 10 minutes later. Naruto wakes up not feeling Nozomi laying with him on the couch. Naruto uses his badge and flash steps. 4 minutes later. Naruto finds them by sending a hollow. The hollow is about to attack Kon, and Naruto is about to move to intercept when Nozomi stops him. Stop. Nozomi yells, drawing their attention, and she stands up. I want to protect people too. I want to be useful too. I want to help them all. Nozomi yells and a green light appears in front of her taking the shape of a sword. Huh? Nozomi says. You've got one, Kon says, and the hollow swings his arm down aiming for Kon, but Nozomi blocks it with his Zanpakuto. Pink light then swirls around Nozomi, and she then appears in her Soul Reaper form with her Zanpakuto glowing green. The hollow pulls back and Nozomi jumps up towards it and slashes, cutting its head in half and killing it. Awesome. Naruto yells, jumping down and drawing their attention. Naruto wraps his arms around Nozomi and spins her around and around. Yeah. You're a Soul Reaper, you finally awakened your Zanpakuto. Naruto says happily, and the whole time Nozomi is blushing while Kon is watching with jealousy. I've got one, Nozomi says looking at her Zanpakuto. I thought you didn't have a Zanpakuto. Kon said. So did I, Nozomi says, sheathing it. Anyway, what are you doing wandering around so late at night? Kon says, and Nozomi sees Naruto giving her a glare and flicks her in the forehead. Ow, Nozomi says, touching her forehead. Don't ever do that again, okay, Naruto said, and she falls to her knees. I'm just a burden, Nozomi says, and Naruto bends down to her and puts her forehead to his, shocking her. Before you say anything, I know you want to start protecting people, and I'm 100% behind you on that one, Naruto says, and Nozomi smiles and looks at Kon. When I felt I wanted to protect you, even I got a sword, Nozomi says, smiling, and Kon starts to laugh. What? Nozomi says. That's right. What was I worrying about? Why was I freaking out over what to say? Listen up, Nozomi. Even if you're a mod soul, once you've been born, you've got to live on. Kon says, pointing at her. Yaha. Nozomi says, seeing that little stuffed animal hanging from Kon's arm. What's that doing there? Kon says. I recognize that. Nozomi says. Could it be that you want one? Well, you can face it then, Kon says, and earns a smile from Naruto. Really? Nozomi says, hoping she can have the small animal. Yeah. Except it's defective. The name came off, Kon says. Huh. I thought it was a dog. Naruto says, forgetting about what Kin got from the women. Nozomi smiles. I prefer it that way, Nozomi says, and Kon hands it to her. She puts it in her Zanpakuto. That'll do, Nozomi says, smiling. Both Naruto and Kon laugh at this display. Man, you're such a kid. Kon says, laughing. Nozomi blushes in embarrassment. Shut up, perverts. Nozomi says angrily and still embarrassed. Chapter 9. Ichigo's house in Ichigo's room. According to Captain Unohana, before she escaped she saw Igai Castle amplify their combat abilities by releasing the limiters in their wrists. In addition, it will take time for head captain to make a complete recovery. We are facing a grave situation, Nana says. The enemy made it clear of their reason. Our only option is surely to place Nozomi Kuju in confinement somewhere far away while we prepare countermeasures, Shuhei says. For what it's worth, Izuru says. Could the captains really be dead after all? Marichio says, crying like a baby. Of course they ain't. Ikaku says, annoyed by Marichio. Huh? Marichio says with red in his eyes. There ain't no way in hell Captain Zaraki went down that easily. Ikaku yells, holding Marichio's robes. But if they're alive, then where? Marichio says. I'm gonna Rio your guys out, you piece of crap. Ikaku yells, pissed off, and Nozomi stands. I'm going to fight. Nozomi says, drawing their attention. Nozomi, Naruto says worriedly. Now hang on. You might have your Zanpakuto back, but you're no match for that guy. Kon yells. Hajirosa's Zanpakuto has the power to record space and reconstruct it at will. But my Zanpakuto will be able to counter him, I think, Nozomi says, unsure. So what is your Zanpakuto's ability? Naruto said, wanting to know. I haven't regained all my memories back yet, but unsure of this, Nozomi says, determined. This is getting us nowhere. Maybe you can do it and maybe you can't. We ain't betting our lives on crap like that, Ikaku says, and Nozomi looks down sadly. Naruto starts to get angry. And why do we gotta protect her anyway? All we have to do is fight them and win. That's all it'll take, Ikaku says, standing up and stares to walk away. Where are you going? Ichigo says. There's no point in taking about this anymore, Ikaku says, leaving. That guy is a total asshole, Naruto says, and some of them nod. So what do we do? About the girl, I mean. Izuru said. Nozomi, given that you are their target and we don't know what your abilities are, we cannot allow you to fight, Nana says. But my abilities is it's real. I can almost remember my sword's name. Nozomi says and looks down sadly. Let her do it. It's her life and not ours. I don't want Nozomi to go head first in battle, but I want to help her get stronger to protect people. So let her do it. Me and Ichigo talked an hour ago and decided he will help you wake up your Zanpakuto, Naruto says, and Ichigo nods. I'm Skip at the park. Naruto is in Soul Reaper form. Ichigo swings Zangetsu at Nozomi, which she dodges. Uryu then fires his arrows at Nozomi, which she blocks. Chad is running at Nozomi with his right arm transformed and swings his fist and Nozomi blocks it. This isn't enough. Give me more. Nozomi says, then is pushed on the ground from Rukia's attack. Nozomi. Kon yells, running to her, and Nozomi stands up. This kind of special training is definitely way too much for you. Kon says. Get out of the way, pervert. This is the only way to awaken a dormant Zanpakuto. Nozomi says. You can say that all you like, but Kon is cut off by Nozomi. Shut up. Nozomi says, kicking Kon away. Naruto sighs, watching Nozomi train. 10 minutes later. Nozomi is breathing tiredly with scratches on her face. Let's take a quick break, Ichigo said. I don't need one, Nozomi stops with Naruto picking her up bridal style. Don't complain, you can't keep reading like this over and over again. You'll tire yourself out, Naruto said, which he earns a glare from Nozomi. Naruto puts Nozomi down. Splash some water in your face to cool down, Naruto says, smiling. 2 minutes later. Nozomi finally got done splashing water on her face. You think you can get through this by putting in a brave face? Ikaku says behind Nozomi, drawing her attention. Stop it. If you keep this up, you're just gonna hurt yourself, Ikaku said. What? I'm still, Nozomi is cut off by Ikaku. I ain't denying you've got some power to you. But that ain't enough to survive a real battle. Even if you get all your power back, you're just going to die, Ikaku says, and Nozomi looks away. I was planning to die, Nozomi says, and Ikaku shows little surprise. But someone told me to live. I've listened to your words. This time it is my turn to save lives. If that's what it takes, I'll gladly die fighting, Nozomi says, and Ikaku's eyes widen, remembering the past when he met Kenpachi. I only got one wish. To die fighting under that man. Nothing else, Ikaku's flashback thoughts end. You idiot, Ikaku says, turning around. I don't cafe if it's about saving your own life or somebody else's, but if you're not prepared to give as good as you get, it doesn't matter whose words you've been listening to, Ikaku says, walking away. 3 minutes later. Let's go. Ichigo says ready for more training. Bring it on. Nozomi says and they all feel spiritual pressure. What is this Ryatsu? Ichigo says and Naruto looks up at the sky which starts to crack. Renji appears. We're under attack. Apparently, the Ryugai have fallen for Urahara's trap in the severed world, Renji said. What? Rukia says. But Nozomi hadn't regained her Shikai yet, Ichigo says, and the sky cracks more. Whatever, let's get her somewhere safe. Renji says. No. Let's keep going, Ichigo, Nozomi says. Do you even understand what's going on? Renji said. If the Ryugai are here, nowhere is safe. I need to get my Shikai back as soon as possible, Nozomi says. Okay, be careful, from this Ryatsu there's no doubt that Ryugai Kenpachi is coming so I'll take him in on, Naruto said walking away and takes out Raijin. Nozomi be careful. Ichigo, I trust you can protect her, Naruto says and Ichigo nods then Naruto flash steps away. The sky finally breaks. Where Ryugai Kenpachi is. Looks like I got here first. Huh? Kenpachi says and Naruto flash steps in front of him and swings his sword creating a small dust cloud, but Kenpachi blocked it easily. Kenpachi pushes Naruto back with his spiritual energy. Are you gonna fight me? Kenpachi says raising his blade. What's it look like to you? I'm attacking you aren't I? Naruto says with a determined look on his face. Kenpachi smiles more and releases more spiritual pressure. So I was right, he's stronger than Kenpachi, Naruto thinks, and Iba flash steps behind him with the other vice captains as well. We'll back you up, Shuhei says. Don't even think about it. You guys won't last long against him, Naruto said. You think you can take him on by yourself? Ranjiku says. You guys need to help the others. There are more captains coming as well, Naruto said. What? Shuhei says and they feel spiritual pressure. The sky cracks in multiple places. More Ryugai. Iba says feeling multiple captain class spiritual pressure. They're coming, Shuhei says growing his Zanpakuto along with the others. Leave now and get ready for the rest. Ikaku, I don't care what you say he's mine, Naruto says, and Ikaku sighs in jealousy. Fine, but don't die Naruto. Kenpachi still wants to fight you. Ikaku says and the flash step away. Naruto points Raijin at Kenpachi. Now let us begin, Naruto says. You don't stand a chance against me. Kenpachi says with his eyes glowing bright blue and swings his sword down, sending a wave of spiritual pressure at Naruto. Naruto blocks but begins to slide back. Naruto swings Raijin cancelling the attack. Hey, you're still standing, Kenpachi says smiling and Naruto changes. Shut up. You have Kenpachi. Memories so you know that your attacks won't take me down that easily. Naruto yells and swings his blade connecting with Kenpachi's. Is that it? Kenpachi says and swings his Zanpakuto pushing Naruto back. I'm stronger than Kenpachi. Kenpachi yells swinging his blade and Naruto slides back. Naruto looks up and Kenpachi is above him heading towards him. Kenpachi then swings his blade. Haminari Shkrim. Naruto yells swinging and sends a yellow lightning wave at Kenpachi, then both attacks connect making an explosion. Both jump away from each other. Use Bankai. Kenpachi yells changing straight at Naruto and both swing. Their blades stay connected, but Kenpachi begins to push Naruto back. Come on go Bankai. You can't win. Kenpachi yells wanting a real fight. If that's what you want fine then, Naruto says, and black lightning is coming off of Naruto which his smile widens. Bankai. Naruto yells and explodes with black lightning coming from him. The lightning stops and recedes back into Naruto. Hence a Raijin. Naruto says pointing his sword at Kenpachi. Alright, let's see if this is enough to stop me. Kenpachi says and Naruto flash steps before him and swings, but this time neither are being pushed back. Naruto unleashes a combo of attacks on Kenpachi which he blocks but with difficulty. The last attack pushes both back. Ahahaha. Now this is more like it. Kenpachi says enjoying this fight. Keep on laughing. Because it won't last long. Naruto says seriously. Huh? Kenpachi says not getting it. Naruto's Zanpakuto starts to spark with black lightning. Naruto raises the sword. Try and block this. Kaminari Shkrim. Naruto yells swinging his blade, sending a huge black lightning wave at Kenpachi who's smiling. This is more like it. Kenpachi yells, and the attack connects with his Zanpakuto. Kenpachi begins to be pushed back, but the power makes Kenpachi's eye patch fly off, and he releases his full power, making Naruto's eyes widen, feeling his power increase further than Kenpachi's. The amount of spiritual pressure Kenpachi's releases counters Kaminari Shkrim. Ahahahaha. Come on keep fighting me. Show me more. Kenpachi yells and charges and swings his blade. Both connect, but then Kenpachi sends a barrage of attacks at Naruto, forcing him to take steps back. Kenpachi swings his Zanpakuto pushing Naruto's out of the way and raises his sword. Nothing to block my attack now. Kenpachi yells and swings down. But something happens and Naruto flash steps behind Kenpachi making his eyes widen but then smiles feeling hollow spiritual pressure. Kenpachi turns and his smile widens seeing a hollow mask on Naruto's face. Now let's really fight. Kenpachi yells and both swing their Zanpakuos and they connect creating a creator between them. Now this is what I'm talking about. Kenpachi yells and both start to push the blades against each other more and cracks form in between them. Both jump back and raise their blades focusing the power into the Zanpakuos. Amanari Shkrim. Naruto yells swings his blade sending an even bigger wave at Kenpachi while he sends his own wave of spiritual pressure at Naruto's wave. Both the same size and connect creating an explosion drawing everyone's attention. This is the most fun I've ever had. Kenpachi yells and both get ready to continue their fight. No. Nozomi yells drawing their attention and Naruto's mask breaks into pieces. Nozomi, what are you doing here? Naruto yells concerned for her. What's this? Did you come to give yourself up? Kenpachi says turning to her while smiling. Like hell. Nozomi yells and releases light green spiritual pressure. Elyuj, Arizim Shigur. Nozomi yells raising her sword in the air. Looks like fun. Kenpachi yells happily and Nozomi swings down, sending a pink wave at Kenpachi, making his eyes widen. Kenpachi is hit by the attack causing an explosion. Holy, Naruto thinks. Shit. Hollow Naruto says inside Naruto's head. Is come she was able to do that and you can't. Hollow Naruto yells and artists laughing making Naruto eyes twitch mentally. You got one hell of a girlfriend. I like her, Hollow Naruto says and Naruto blushes. Everyone saw the explosion. Ichigo is running towards Nozomi. Are you okay, Nozomi? Ichigo yells and stops in front of her and she turns to him. I'm fine, Nozomi says and her eyes close and falls backwards which Naruto flash steps behind her and stops her from falling. You sure it didn't look fine to me. Naruto says concerned and Nozomi shakes him off and stands up straight. Shut up. I'm just a little dizzy. Nozomi says and Naruto gives her a bored look. You know you're a bad liar right? Naruto says and looks at her Zanpakuo. Still, that Zanpakuo of yours how the heck did it do that? Naruto said wondering what that was. It absorbs the opponent's strength, makes it its own and fires it back at them. That is Arizim Shigur's power, Nozomi says. Awesome but now isn't the time to celebrate, run now, Naruto says, and both look at him in surprise. Naruto puts on his hollow mask and looks where Kenpachi is under all the wreckage from the attack. They all feel spiritual pressure. They all turn seeing Kenpachi standing and smiling covered in spiritual pressure. Ahahaha. Nice one, girl. You got my attention. I'm gonna fight you next. Kenpachi says and Nozomi raises her sword defensively but Naruto flash steps in front of her. Kenpachi isn't the one you would want to keep using your ability on. He has a massive power and he can soon overpower you and take you down, leave now. Naruto says and changes at Kenpachi. Naruto, wait. Nozomi says worriedly but Naruto isn't responding and he starts to clash with Kenpachi again. Alright, I'll finish the fight with you. In return, come at me with all you've got. Kenpachi says and Naruto shakes his head surprising him. If I went all out, the people that reside here would be in danger. The only time I went out was against Aizen, and I had to be extra careful not to let my attacks become too huge, Naruto says and Flash steps around Kenpachi and swings his blade, forcing Kenpachi a few steps back, but Kenpachi swings his blade hard, forcing Naruto to move back. Naruto looks and smiles seeing Nozomi and Ichigo are gone. Time skip 20 minutes later. Naruto and Kenpachi are still fighting. Naruto is a little tired but can still go on longer, while Kenpachi is smiling with a few injuries on his body like Naruto. Naruto hears running and looks to see Nozomi and Ichigo are back. Pay attention. Kenpachi yells in front of Naruto and he swings his blade slashing Naruto's shoulder. Naruto. Nozomi yells worriedly for Naruto and starts to run towards him. Stay back. Naruto yells and Kenpachi is walking towards him still smiling. You done yet? Kenpachi yells and Naruto changes and swings. Kenpachi blocks it and their swords are connecting. Amanari Shkrim. Naruto yells and their swords are still connected, making Kenpachi's eyes widen, and Naruto unleashes the attack, making an explosion and both Nozomi and Ichigo shield their eyes. When they open them they see Kenpachi and Naruto facing each other. Both staring at each other. All of you should hang up on me. It'll be more fun that way. Kenpachi yells smiling. I'm not don't yet. Naruto yells and re-yells more spiritual pressure. Naruto flash steps in front of Kenpachi and swings. Kenpachi blocks it again. That won't work, Kenpachi says getting bored of the same pattern, but something catches his eye. It's a yellow ball in Naruto's left hand. Naruto points it at Kenpachi, making his eyes widen. Zero, Naruto says, and Kenpachi is consumed by the yellow beam. Naruto falls to one knee, and his mask finally starts to crack. The smoke clears showing Kenpachi bleeding badly. Let's keep fighting. Kenpachi says smiling and Naruto stands up and points his blade at Kenpachi. Bring it. Naruto says then his eyes widen seeing Son of the vice captains defeated. Naruto looks to see Toshiro and Byakuya. Hey you. Are you still playing games? I wanna join in, Toshiro said. Damn it, at this rate I won't have any other choice, Naruto thinks. Nozomi takes a few steps back. Shut it. They're my prey, Kenpachi says. I do not associate with such vulgar rabble, Byakuya says facing Rukia and Renji. At this rate, Nozomi says seeing everyone injured. Izuru stands up weakly. So you can still move. You even suck at dying, Toshiro says pointing his blade at them, but he's surprised seeing Nozomi flash step in front of them. Nozomi. Naruto yells worriedly. I won't let you hurt them anymore. Nozomi yells getting ready to fight. What a fucking joke. Let me put you out of your misery. Toshiro yells and fires an ice dragon at Nozomi. But the dragon was absorbed by Nozomi's sword, shocking Toshiro. How about I add to yours instead? Deluge, Arism Shiger. Nozomi yells swinging her Zanpakuo firing a pink beam at Toshiro consuming him. The smoke clears showing Toshiro very injured. Oh, shit, Toshiro says falling to the ground. Naruto smiles and deactivates holification. Fascinating. That was even more badass than last time. Looks like I've got still more fun to look forward to. Kenpachi says smiling. Wait, Byakuya says stopping Kenpachi. Leave the girl for last. First, we will eliminate the last of the Soul Reaper. That was our arrangement with Kajiroza, Byakuya says. Alright, let's get this over with fast. Kenpachi yells and swings his sword at Naruto which he blocks. Naruto stands his guard. Naruto starts to yell and begins to push Kenpachi back. What? He's not using holification anymore. Kenpachi thinks and puts more strength into his attack and starts to force Naruto back. Naruto then turns feeling something wrong and sees Byakuya use Bakudo number 61 on Nozomi restraining her. Nozomi. Naruto yells and Kenpachi sees an opening and slashes Naruto in the back. Naruto looks to see Kamameru's Bankai about to grab her and Yuri grabs her and jumps out of the way. Naruto turns around and swings his blade connecting with Kenpachi's. If the girl Zanpakuo uses her opponent's power, then I need only fight so as not to give her the opportunity. Itsuga Tensho. Ichigo yells from behind Kenpachi making him turn and Ichigo sends a wave of spiritual pressure at Kenpachi which he blocks. Ichigo smiles and his eyes widen. Crap, why now? Ichigo thinks feeling his power weaken. Nice try. Kenpachi yells jumping towards Ichigo. Ichigo. Chad yells. Time to die. Kenpachi yells raising his blade. El Directo. Chad yells throwing a punch and sending a blast at Kenpachi which he dodges. Ichigo. Yuri Atsus, Chad says and dodges a swing from Kenpachi. Stay out of my way. Kenpachi yells. Nozomi runs to Naruto. Are you okay? Nozomi says worriedly and he nods. Yeah, just a few injuries, but I can still fight, Naruto said. Hadu number 33 Sakatsui. Byakuya yells firing a blast at them which they dodge. Byakuya flash steps in from of Ichigo and swings, but Naruto blocks it. You're my opponent. Kenpachi yells behind Naruto and swings. Naruto flash steps away. No you don't. Yuri yells appearing above them and fires arrows at Byakuya. Nozomi runs at Byakuya and swings, but he and Kenpachi flash step away and the arrows Uryu fired are heading straight for Nozomi. No. Uryu yells. Nozomi's Zanpakuo is absorbing the arrows. Thank God you're okay, Naruto says next to Nozomi. Uryu lands on the ground. I apologize, Uryu says not meaning for that to happen. That was nothing. I can absorb plenty more, Nozomi says and Uryu behind to think. Hey. Quit hogging the flash of inspiration, 4 eyes. Khan yells standing next to them and they hear someone chucking and they turn. So you still cling to hope. You cannot even die with grace, Byakuya says the last part to Rukia and Renji in front of him. Both charge but are knocked away by Senbonzakura. Nozomi's ability can absorb not only Riatsu from Zanpakuo, but also Kidou and even arrows from Maiginrei Kajaku. Isn't that right? Uryu says. Yeah. It can absorb anything Riatsu based, Nozomi says. Uryu explains the plan to them. Are you stupid? What happened if she handle it? Naruto says angrily. I'll do it, Nozomi says drawing their attention. If it'll help us, I'll do it. Besides, Arism Shiger has finally started responding to my will. I'll be fine, Nozomi says. But Naruto is stopped by Nozomi kissing him on the cheek. Don't worry, she says, and Naruri grips his Zanpakuo tightly. This better work, Naruto said. Everyone flash steps to them. Right. Everyone, strike Nozomi with your Riatsu. Uryu says shocking all of them. What? Rukia said. What's this all about? Renji says not touring to them. Just do it. Naruto yells at Renji. With all that's going on, I'm not risking making things any worse. And we still don't trust her all the way, either, Iba says and Izuru flash steps next to him. It's alright, Izuru says gaining his attention. Izuru. Iba says not understanding. We've seen the way she fights, Izuru says. Nozomi Kuju has the resolve of a true soul reaper, Shuhei says. If you guys say so, I'll take a chase on her. Right, Iba. Ranjiku says. Oh, fine then. May as well give it a try. Iba says. The three captains are getting closer. Hit me. Nozomi yells. They all fire a circle around her. Itsuga Tensho. Ichigo yells unleashing his attack. Amanari Shkrim. Naruto yells also unleashing his attack. El Directo. Chad yells firing a blast. Licked Wind. Uryu yells firing a lot of arrows. Next dance, Hakurin. Rukia yells firing her attack. Renji swings his Zanpakuo. While the others swings their blade and Nozomi is absorbing all of it. Nozomi yells and fires the attack at all three captains. What? Byakuya says shocked at this. Kamameru's Bankai is pushed to the ground and Kenpachi is hit by the attack as well. Nozomi is breathing tiredly. Did you get them? Ichigo says and they all feel a strong spiritual pressure and turn to Kenpachi getting up smiling. They then feel another spiritual pressure and look up above a tree to see Byakuya protected by a shield. The shield falls apart. They're still alive. Naruto says can't believe that the two Captain Ryugai are still alive from that attack. You dare imagine that such lowly technique could defeat me. Hadu number 73 Sauron Sakatsui. Byakuya yells blasting them all. Ahahaha. I'm not done yet. Kenpachi yells smiling and walking towards them slowly. Now to end it, Byakuya says about to use Bankai. But suddenly flames appear and it attacks Kenpachi and Byakuya consuming them. How can this be? Byakuya says and both he and Kenpachi fall to the ground and the flames go out. Both bodies are still intact so they don't yet, but for now they're knocked out. Holy shit old man Yamamoto is here, Naruto said not believing what's happening. Yamamoto lands on the go-around and starts walking towards them and stops in front of them. I have heard mention of this one, Yamamoto says. Yes sir. This is Nozomi Kuju, Rukia said kneeling before the captain commander. Yamamoto turns away from them. I need not its name. It is but a mod soul, Yamamoto says and Nozomi looks away and Naruto gets pissed off. What's wrong with you? Mod souls are living and breathing like us, you can't call them things. They have names. Naruto yells pissed off. Captain Commander. She has been of great help to us. Her Zanpakuo has the power to absorb enemy Ryatsu and Rukia is cut off by Yamamoto. We need no help from mere mod souls. Yamamoto says pissing Naruto off more. Are you still crying after you got your ass kicked by those other captains? Naruto says referring to the mod souls that fought against Yamamoto. Yamamoto then gives Naruto a glare with some of his spiritual pressure focused on him, but Naruto is in fault wrong. Do you really want to fight me now of all times old man? Naruto says gripping his Zanpakuo tightly and starts to release his own spiritual pressure. Hey, old man. So Nozomi's a mod soul. What's it to you? Ichigo says. We shall speak later, Yamamoto says. Please listen to me. Nozomi's one of us, Ichigo is cut off by Yamamoto. I said we shall speak of it later. Yamamoto said and they all see the sky cracking again. Uryu. Chad. Get these guys to Orihim. Ichigo dazed looking at the injured vice captains. Of course. Uryu says. Now I'm gonna go wild just one more time. Renji says but falls to the ground due to his injuries. Renji. Rukia says worriedly. Rukia. Renji. You guys retreat too. Ichigo said. But then, Renji says weakly. Retreat. Broken as you are, you will be but a hindrance, Yamamoto says. Yes sir, Renji says. The sky cracks even more and breaks open showing Ryugai Shunsui and Jirshio. So, I face you again, Yamamoto said. Oh genius sensei, Jishiro said. Wait up, old man Yama again. We have the worst luck ever. Shunsui says. We have no choice, though, Jishiro says. You said it, Shunsui says agreeing. Waves, become my shield. Lightning, become my blade. Sajo no Kodaari. Jishiro says using Shikai. The flower winds rage as the flower god roars. The heavenly winds rage as the demons laugh. Kaiten Kayakatsu. Shunsui says using Shikai. Your firm dies you credit. For importers, that is, Yamamoto says. Thanks, Shunsui says. I am honored to receive your words of praise, Jishiro says. And yet you remain a pair of bothersome brats. Pain will have to be your teacher now, Yamamoto says, and his wooden staff becomes a sword. Reduce all creation to ashes Raijin Jaka. Yamamoto yells and flames ignite all around them from Yamamoto's Zanpakuo. Naruto Uzumaki and Ichigo Kurosaki. Yamamoto says. Why yeah? Ichigo says. You two and that are to retreat as well. Yamamoto says. I'll fight with you. Ichigo says. Retreat. I make no promises that the flames will not devour you also. Yamamoto says and Naruto chuckles and walks forward drawing their attention. Yamamoto turns to Naruto and his eyes start to widen, seeing that Raijin Jaka's flames are avoiding Naruto. How is that possible? Why isn't Raijin Jaka not touching the boy? Yamamoto thinks and Naruto stands side by side with Yamamoto. You aren't cutting me out of this fight and besides if it means I can protect Nozomi, I'll fight with you even if I don't like you, Naruto said and Yamamoto just stares at him. Fine, Yamamoto says. Chapter 10. Nozomi grabs the hilt of her sword and jumps towards Shunsui and Jirshio. Nozomi. Naruto yells at her worriedly and the others are surprised. I will be the one to end this. Nozomi says flying towards them. So we have to fight the little lady. The hard part will be catching her while she's still in one piece, Shunsui said with his hat covering his eyes. Yes. You know what her Zanpakuo's ability is, I trust. Jishiro said looking at Shunsui both still floating above them in midair. Of course. We can't skip up and let our swords touch hers. Or we can kiss our Riatsu goodbye, Shunsui says looking at Nozomi's Zanpakuo. Nozomi yells then swings and both Shunsui and Jishiro dodge. Naruto flash steps behind Shunsui while Ichigo flash steps behind Jishiro. Nozomi is heading for Shunsui, but Naruto wraps his arms around her, not letting her go. Naruto, let me go. Nozomi yells, but Naruto won't budge. I will protect you, Naruto says glaring at Shunsui. How scary, Shunsui says, and his eyes widen seeing Naruto flash stepped in front of him while still holding Nozomi and swings his Zanpakuo which Shunsui barely dodges. Would you stop testing me like I'm a scared kitten? If you want to help me then stop treating me like a kid. Nozomi yells and Naruto looks down sadly. If I do stop treating you like that I may lose you forever, Naruto says, and Nozomi looks at Naruto with sympathy. Nozomi hugs Naruto. I'll never leave you, Nozomi says. Ah that's sweet, now can we get back to the fight, Shunsui says making them angry and they let go of each other. We fight together, Naruto says, and she nods. Both charge. Shunsui begins to move fast countering their attacks and his cheek gets cut by Naruto's Zanpakuo. Shunsui spins around making both Naruto and Nozomi jump back and land on the ground. They're standing where Yamamoto's flames are surrounding them. Where did he go? Naruto said not seeing him in the sky anymore. Both Naruto's and Nozomi's eyes widen seeing two blades coming from their shadows. One sword coming from both shadows. Both block the Zanpakuos and Shunsui begins to rise from their shadows. Okay, I did not see that coming. Coming from the shadows, Naruto said surprised. Exactly. It's called Kijini, Shunsui says, and both Naruto and Nozomi jump in the sky. You two caught on fast. No shadows for you two, no Kijini for me. Thing is, Kaiten Kayakatsu knows plenty of other games. For example. Shunsui says and flash steps above them. Whoever stands highest gets stronger. Takeoni. Shunsui says hitting both of his swords against theirs but did nothing. But I guess I didn't get to play that one right now. If we cross blades, after all, you'll steal my Riatsu, Shunsui says and throws a kick hitting Nozomi, sending her to the ground and Naruto flash steps behind her and catches her and both hit the ground making a big dust cloud. Oops. That might have been overkill, Shunsui says and the dust clears showing Naruto's back in a crater and Nozomi on top of him. Nozomi gets off of Naruto but he doesn't get up. Damn that hurt, how long have I been fighting, Naruto says and gets up weakly. Oh, good. If I got you hurt, I'd never hear the end of it afterwards, Shunsui says smiling. Irimi black, Shunsui says, and appears in front of Nozomi and slashes her, but Naruto intercepts it getting slashed instead. Naruto spits out blood and falls to one knee. They hear Ichigo yell Bankai and Shunsui turns seeing Ichigo chafing up a black Jitsuga Tensho. Itsuga Tenshu. Ichigo yells swings his blade, but Jishiro flash steps in front of the attack and absorbs it with his Shiki. He points his other Zanpakuo at Naruto, then fires and the blast consumes him. When you fight, you really should try to understand what your opponent is capable of. Otherwise you'll waste an attack after all that effort to set it up, Jirshio says turning to a tired Naruto who dodged the attack, Ichigo and Nozomi. Naruto's eyes widen feeling Yamamoto's Raijin Jaka unleash his flames upon Riigai Unohana breaking through the seal on him. Naruto. Ichigo. Nozomi. Kon yells seeing the flames coming towards them. Naruto grabs Nozomi and Ichigo and flash steps away. Yodumbus. You didn't help us fight at all. Naruto yells, but the captain ignores him. Was he planning on wiping Nozomi out? Naruto thinks angrily looking at the head captain. Getting rid of me is one sure way of foiling Kajiroza's plans, Nozomi says. But that's, Naruto says looking at Yamamoto angrily. However, I'm not going to die. Nozomi says. I hear ya. Ichigo says with his arms still wrapped around Nozomi, earning a glare from Naruto. How long do you plan to keep groping me? I'm fine, Nozomi says glaring at Ichigo. My bad, Ichigo says apologizing and taking his hand away. Naruto flash steps next to Yamamoto. I've hid an idea but follow it, Naruto says, and Yamamoto just stares at Naruto. After the plan. Very well, Yamamoto says, and Naruto nods and flat steps away. Shunsui and Jirshio flash step in from of Yamamoto. Well, old man Yama. I wasn't expecting that to happen, Shunsui says smiling. Let me show you brats not to anger me, Yamamoto says and swings Raijin Jaka, sending a massive blast of fire at Shunsui. Jirshio flash steps in front of Shunsui and absorbs the fire with his Zanpakuo and about to fire when Naruto flash steps in front of him and grabs his Zanpakuo, pushing it to the side, and it is now aiming at Shunsui, making his eyes widen. Crap, Shunsui thinks. Oh no. Jishiro thinks and his attack was unleashed, engulfing Shunsui. After the attack, Naruto still isn't letting go and a hollow mask forms on his face. Naruto elbows Jirshio Yukitake in the stomach and makes him stumble back. Yuki takes eyes queen and turns to see Yamamoto with Raijin Jaka ready. Haminari Shkrim. Naruto yells, sending a black lightning wave at Jirshiro, while Yamamoto sends a wave of blazing fire at Jirshiro, making a huge lightning flame explosion. Naruto and Yamamoto are watching the flames to see Anohana walking out of it along with two injured Captain Ryugai. Kenpachi and Byakuya. Byakuya grabs the two kid souls on the ground and puts them in his pocket to give to Kajiruza so he can create new bodies for Jishiro and Shunsui. Though you be importer, truly you wield the power of my students. Else you would have fallen after what just transpired, Yamamoto said, and all three charge. That will suffice. Someone yells, stopping all three of them. I thank you die your efforts, lady and gentlemen. Please Atso back now, he says, and all three move out of the way, they then flash step away. The rest is for me to deal with, Kajiroza says entering through the flames, shocking them all except Yamamoto. Kajiroza and Aba, Yamamoto says, and they're facing face to face. You live up to your reputation, General Yamamoto. Even with the power of several captains combined, you are too powerful to hold in. I regret to inform you, this has all gone according to plan, Kajiroza says, and turns to Nozomi, which Naruto flash steps next to her. I will obtain Nozomi with my own hands and enact the fulfillment of my wish, Kajiroza says, getting ready to fight. He flash steps in front of Yamsnodo and swings his Zanpakuo, which Yamamoto dodges. Yamamoto swings his Zanpakuo, but Kajiroza flash steps away into the sky and Yamamoto jumps after him and swings his blade again, which Kajiroza flash steps away. Naruto, Nozomi and Ichigo flash step next to Yamamoto. Old man, watch out when you face him. His Zanpakuo's ability is quite dangerous, Naruto said, and Yamamoto turns to him. Who do you think you're speaking to, whelp? Yamamoto said. I'm speaking to an elderly old man who seems to not know what the fuck he's doing, Naruto says, which earns a glare from Yamamoto. I already know of his ability, Yamamoto says, and Naruto blinks and rubs the back of his head sheepishly. Oh, sorry about what I said. I tabs it back but not the elderly part. You're still an old man, but that's not the point, Naruto says, turning back to Kajiroza. It would be dire indeed if he duplicated my skills, Yamamoto says. So what's the plan? Ichigo said. All we need do is attack without giving him the opportunity, Yamamoto said. See, that's what I'm saying. Naruto said, getting ready to think of a plan. Use me as bait, Nozomi says, drawing their attention. Are you serious? Naruto yells at her. Do it. It's all I can do, Nozomi says. But Naruto is stopped by Nozomi kissing him on the lips and she puts her left hand to his cheek. Yamamoto is quite surprised seeing this kind of affection the mod soul is showing to Naruto. I'll be fine, Nozomi says, and Naruto sighs, then Nozomi smiles. Fine, Naruto says. Hey, old man. Ichigo said, looking at Yamamoto. Very well, Yamamoto says, surprising them. Nozomi moves close to Yamamoto and uncount to Kajiroza. Nozomi is absorbing some of Raijin Kaka's flames. Nozomi changes at Kajiroza. Nozomi swings and Kajiroza flash steps right next to her. Do you intend to cross blades with me and absorb my Ryatsu? Regrettably, I have no intention of falling for your stratagem, Kajiroza says and begins dishing her attacks easily. Nozomi begins yelling him, ding her Zanpakuo to the side and glows bright pink, shocking Kajiroza. When did you have time? Kajiroza says and remembers the closeness Yamamoto and she were. But it is still not enough. Kajiroza yells, spinning his Zanpakuo and disappears from the wave Nozomi sends. He then appears behind her. I told you it was a wasted effort. Kajiroza yells and his eyes widen all the way because Yamamoto is in front of him. Kajiroza turns to him with sweat coming down his face. Yamamoto yells and slashes at Kajiroza, who spins his Zanpakuo. Negate. Kajiroza yells and the flames are being held back. Kajiroza's eyes widen and turns to see Naruto and Ichigo wearing hollow masks. "We're putting all our Reiatsu in this," Ichigo and Naruto says at the same time. "Substitute soul Re-hours." Kajiroza yells. "Itsuga Tensho. Kaminari Shuryo." Naruto and Ichigo yell, swinging their Zanpakuo, sending a wave that fuses together, surprising Ichigo and Naruto. The attack hits, creating a huge explosion. Naruto and Ichigo's masks break apart and both are breathing tiredly. "Did we get him?" Ichigo said and starts to fall from the sky. "Ichigo!" Naruto yells, standing next to Nozomi. He's about to catch him when the smoke disperses, showing Kajiroza still alive but creating tiredly. "That was disturbingly close," Kajiroza says, and Yamamoto's left eye widens all the way and both Naruto and Nozomi are shocked. "By predictive powers we're superior to yours. Raijin Jaka's power is indeed to be feared. But I duplicated Nozomi's Zanpakuo's power at the earliest opportunity. I then used it to absorb your attacks," Kajiroza says and sticks his Zanpakuo in the air, which blue electricity comes from the blades on the end of the Zanpakuo. Now, Raikyu is endowed with the power of all three: head captain Yamamoto's Raijin Jaka and the substitute's attacks. Even the dressed head captain should not walk away unharmed from a blow of this magnitude. Ahahahaha. The time has come. With this, it all ends. Kajiroza yells and spins his Zanpakuo, unleashing a humongous blast at them. Naruto puts a hand to his face. "I need to use holification too." Naruto thinks and creates the mask. He starts to focus his Reiatsu into his Zanpakuo like Yamamoto is doing as well. Nozomi suddenly flash steps in front of them. "The girl," Yamamoto said, surprised seeing her. "Nozomi." Naruto yells, not wanting her to get hurt. "It can't be." Kajiroza says, shocked she would do this. The blast hits Nozomi's Zanpakuo and it begins to be absorbed. She can't handle all that Reiatsu. She'll be killed by it. Naruto yells and starts to see the Zanpakuo crack under too much pressure. "Stop. You cannot do this." Kajiroza yells, not being able to stop the attack. "Could it be trying to protect us?" Yamamoto says, and Nozomi's Zanpakuo cracks more. "You cannot absorb any more. Flee, Nozomi." Kajiroza yells, not wanting her to be killed and still needing her for his plan. Nozomi's Zanpakuo cracks even more, on the verge of breaking. "Please stop. You will perish." Kajiroza yells, and Yamamoto finally realizes what will happen to her. Nozomi's Zanpakuo breaks. "Stand aside." Yamamoto yells, covering the girl as well as Naruto, and releases a great amount of spiritual pressure. Both begin to overpower Kajiroza's attack, greatly making a giant explosion. Kajiroza, Naruto, Yamamoto and Nozomi hit the ground. "Head captain." Rukia yells, running to him. "Old dude." Kon yells right behind Rukia. Yamamoto is on the ground injured and bends down to him. "Please hold on, head captain." Rukia says, and Kon looks up, seeing Nozomi falling. "No, Nozomi." Kon yells, and before Nozomi hits the ground, Naruto shunpos under her and catching her in his arms. Half of his hollow mask is broken and now the mask falls to pieces. "Thank goodness you're okay," Naruto says, smiling, and Nozomi smiles back and both remember the head captain. Naruto lets down Nozomi and both run to him along with Kon. "Why?" Nozomi says, looking straight at Yamamoto. "Why what?" Yamamoto said, looking up at her. "Why would you protect a mod soul?" Nozomi says questionably. "Make no mistake, half-wit child. You are a good millennium too young to trying to defend me. Besides, for all this talk of mod souls, you are but a little girl," Yamamoto says, and Naruto smiles. Naruto then stops and falls to his knees, drawing everyone's attention, and the falls to the ground, also deactivating Bankai. "Naruto." Nozomi says worriedly and lays his head on her lap. "It's okay, I just overused my power. Give me some time and I'll be able to fight again," Naruto said, and Yamamoto then collapses. "Head captain." Rukia yells. Naruto looks up angrily, seeing Kajiroza getting back up. "He can still fight after that." Naruto says she sees Ichigo standing up. Kajiroza then gets up weakly. "He just doesn't know when to stop." Kon says. "Nozomi, you are unharmed." "Splendid," Kajiroza says, smiling. Kajiroza then walks close to Nozomi. "You have no chance, Nozomi. You cannot fight with a Zanpakuo like that," Kajiroza says, and Naruto starts to get up weakly but falls to his knees. "Damn it, I can't get up." Naruto thinks angrily. Renji and Ichigo flash step in front of them. "Substitute Soul Reaper, why must you always stabs in my way?" Kajiroza says, annoyed, and points his Zanpakuo at them. "Nozomi dies, Mr. want to go with you. So I'll make sure she doesn't. That's all there is to it." Ichigo yells at Kajiroza. "She does not want to go with me? Why ever not?" How can you say such things? Kajiroza says, and Naruto narrows his eyes at Kajiroza but then falls to the ground and can't get up. You what? Ichigo says, not understanding what he means. Are you high or something? There's no way she'd ever want to go with you. Kon yells and Kajiroza laughs a little. This concerns the one who created Nozomi. Her father. You might say. I shall complete his research, Kajiroza says. Complete it? Ichigo says. You mean that whole thing about ruling Soul Society and the human world? You think that crap'll make Nozomi happy? Kon says. Why not? I am happy. Thus, surely Nozomi must also be happy, Kajiroza says, kissing Naruto off more. You're one twisted son of a bitch. Kon yells. Nozomi is nothing like you. Naruto says. Ahahahaha. Kajiroza laughs in his sleeve. I do beg your pardon. Ahahahaha. Kajiroza says. What's so funny? Ichigo says angrily. You speak almost as if you thought you could understand Nozomi. Ahahaha. Unfortunately for you, it is I alone who truly understands her, Kajiroza says. What? Kon yells and turns to Nozomi, who looks away sadly. Ahahahaha. Kajiroza laughs at the display. What are you talking about? Ichigo said. It is simplicity itself. Nozomi and I were originally born from the same Soul Reaper's spirit particles. Ahahahaha, Kajiroza says, and Nozomi looks even more saddened. I don't care. Naruto says and punches the ground and starts to get up. I don't care what she is. I'm in love with her and nothing will ever change that. Naruto yells and Kajiroza stares at him with distaste while Nozomi is looking at Naruto with shock. Naruto then charges at Kajiroza, who friend and easily whacks, raging out of Naruto's hands and raises his sword. Please don't. Nozomi yells, not wanting to see Naruto die in front of her, but it's already too late and Kajiroza slashes Naruto's chest, making him fall to his knees, and Nozomi falls to her knees with tears in her eyes. Naruto looks and sees the tears. Kajiroza raises his Zanpakuto again. It seems she finally remember. Ahahahaha, Kajiroza says, swings down. Everything starts to appear in slow motion. Naruto hears crying, but it's not from Nozomi. It's coming from the two Zanpakutos. Nozomi's and Kajiroza's. Time speeds up. You feel alone, don't you? Naruto said, and before the Zanpakuto makes contact it stops on its own, shocking Kajiroza. What the? Kajiroza says and lifts again and swings down, but before it can touch Naruto it stops. I hear you're crying and I know what it feels like being alone. After my mother died, I felt alone, and after my father died I felt all alone, but I was wrong. My friends and my Zanpakuto make me feel like I'm never alone. Don't worry, I'll help you two someday, and that's a promise, Naruto says and falls to the ground passed out. What did he do to my Zanpakuto? Why won't it hit him? Kajiroza thinks. Time skip. Naruto's eyes open and looks around to see he's in Urahara's shop. Naruto sees Urahara and the others. Hey, where's Nozomi? Naruto says, looking around but doesn't see her or feel a Riatsu. They look down sadly and Naruto's eyes widen. I'm sorry, but Kajiroza has her. It was all my fault. I couldn't protect her, Ichigo says, and Naruto eyes widen all the way. No, this can't be, it can't, I promised I would always protect her, Nozomi. Naruto yells with tears falling from his eyes. Mindscape. The one he loves has been kidnapped, Raijin says, lacking at hollow Naruto staring at the storm. I already know, I feel his heart in pain. We must help protect Nozomi. She is the queen to our king, hollow Naruto says. Chapter 11. Naruto punches Ichigo in the face with a look of rage and begins to choke him. Urahara and Chad hold Naruto back. Naruto calms down and knocks their hands away. Naruto, are you? Orihime is cut off by Naruto walking through the doorway and slams it shut. Sign, he's just like Minato when it comes to a girl he cares about, Urahara said, remembering how he met Urahara. Naruto, Ichigo says sadly. Time skip at night. Naruto isn't going to sleep but just staring at the ceiling. Nozomi, Naruto says sadly. Naruto, Raijin said, making Naruto's eyes widen. Mindscape. What is it? Naruto said in the middle of the rainy forest. You have forgotten what I said when I hate the rain, Raijin says, looking at the sky. You don't get it, Nozomi is gone and he probably did something to her, Naruto says, and Raijin didn't say anything. Maybe it's time that I tell you, Raijin says, and the storm stops raining. Tell me what? Naruto says hopefully. It's time you knew about, Raijin says. One day later. Naruto walks in Urahara's house in his underground training room, surprising them all. Naruto, Ichigo says in his white robe outfit. I'm sorry for how I acted yesterday, it's just that I care for her, she was angry, age was taken. Now let's save Nozomi, Naruto said, passing them. Hold up. Kon says, surprising them all seeing him here. What is it, Kon? I'm coming with you, Kon says, and Naruto blinks suspecting this would happen. Coming with us? Are you sure? Ichigo says, wanting to make sure he means it. I don't know if I'll be of any use, my body's kinda like this, but I want to save Nozomi too. No, I will save her. Kon yells the last sentence, and Nozomi being kidnapped by Kajiroza is replaying over in his head. Is that a no? Kon says, then Ichigo and Urahara look at Naruto, and he nods. You can go. You found Nozomi, so it's your job to find her again, Naruto said. Naruto, Kon says, and Ichigo hands Kon that little lion keychain. You hold on to it this time. It's a lucky charm, right? Ichigo says, smiling, and the others smile too. It'll be good to have you there, Orihime says. Don't get in the way, Rukia said. If it get the stuffing knocked out at you, don't say I didn't warn you, Renji said. If you get ripped to shreds, I'll just sew you back together, Uryu said. Go for it, Chad said. Alright, let's go. Ichigo says, and Urahara stops them. Just one thing before we set out, I have a request to make. I would like Ichigo, Naruto and myself, as well as Kon, to be the ones to infiltrate Soul Society. It seems likely that the invading army's Ryugai will set up defenses centered around the Senkai Gate. It would be most effective for three of us who can seal our Ryatsu, as well as Ichigo who has lost his spiritual powers, to skip through those defenses, Urahara said. So what do we do? Renji said questionably. I would like you to lure the Ryugai away, Urahara said. So you're basically using us as decoys? Ishida says, and Urahara nods. But how are you going to get into Soul Society? Ruka said. I have a plan, Urahara said. At the shrine. This place is where Nozomi almost locked herself away, Naruto said. Yes. Kajiroza will surely not expect us to come through as unstable a location as this, Urahara says, opening up the gate. Well, time to go, Urahara said, and they nod. Yeah, Naruto says, and they run through the gate. Time skip. Naruto, Urahara, Kon and Ichigo fall through the portal into Soul Society at night and land on a building. They start to run on the building. Seems like we pulled it off somehow, Ichigo says. Help. I'm gonna die. Kon yells, hanging off of Ichigo weakly. Deal with it. It's all over if they find us here, Ichigo says. We're almost there, Urahara said, and they jump off the building. Kon falls off of Ichigo and falls on his face. What was that? Would you stop all of a sudden? Won't we be screwed if we get caught? Kon says quietly and pissed. That is why we'll be taking precautions against being seen, Urahara date touching the ground and finds a hidden doorway to the underground passage. Underground. They're all running when Naruto suddenly stops. Naruto, why are you stopping? Urahara said, and Naruto turns around. We're being followed. Judging by the Ryatsu Kersen class Soul Reaper. Two of them, Naruto says. But Naruto, Urahara is stopped by Naruto flash stepping away. Outside. Naruto flash steps and appears in a forest area. Come on out, I know you're there, Naruto said, looking behind himself and sees two people walk out from hiding. Now this is gonna be fun. One of them says, smiling. Let us end this quickly, the other said. It's Ryugai Byakuya and Kenpachi. So I'll have to fight both of you? That doesn't seem very fair, Naruto said with his eyes narrowed. Who cares, as long as I get to fight you again, I'll even fight with him, Kenpachi says, smiling. Bankai. Naruto yells and creates his hollow mask. Bring it. Naruto says in a hollow voice. Senbon-Sakura, Byakuya says, and his sword turns into petals. Kenpachi removes his eye patch, releasing his full power. Now this is gonna be fun. Kenpachi yells, smiling. Chapter 12. Naruto flash steps in front of both of them and swings his Zanpakuo, but it was blocked by Senbon-Sakura. Haminari Shkrim. Naruto yells and Byakuya's eyes widen. Naruto breaks through Byakuya's flower petals and it's heading for him, but Kenpachi stops it. Don't forget about me. Kenpachi yells and Naruto pushes harder, making an explosion. Naruto is sliding back and Kenpachi runs out of the smoke, changing at Naruto and sends a barrage of attacks at Naruto, which he blocks. Naruto turns to see flower petals behind him and flash steps away, but Byakuya flash steps right behind him, making Naruto turn. Hadu number 73. Sauron Sakatsui. Byakuya yells and Naruto is hit by it. Senbon-Sakura is heading for Naruto. It's surrounding him. Haminari Shkrim. Naruto yells, spinning, blocking it with black lightning. Naruto's eyes widen all the way because Kenpachi is above him with his Zanpakuo raised in the air. Die. Kenpachi yells and slams the Zanpakuo down. Naruto flash steps next to Kenpachi. I'll never die. I will save Nozomi. Naruto yells, swinging the blade, but flower petals get in front of the wave, stopping it. That won't work this time. Kaminari Shkrim. Naruto yells and flash steps again in front of Kenpachi and sends a giant wave hitting him, sending him rolling. Kenpachi stops rolling and stands up with a slash on Hisildur. Show me more. Kenpachi yells, charging, and they clash again. Byakuya flash steps next to Naruto and extends his hand, sending Senbon-Sakura at Naruto, forcing his back. If you are fighting to save Nozomi then your search is useless. She is most likely fused with Kajiroza already, Byakuya says making his eyes widen. What are you saying that she's gone now, Naruto says completely shocked. Yes, because they fuse, they will become one never to separate again, Byakuya says turning around to leave and Naruto falls to his knees. Let us leave now, this battle is pointless. We were ordered to dispose of Urahara, Byakuya says and Kenpachi signs. Fine, but I get to take him down by myself, Kenpachi says also turning around and starts walking away. Both then feel a massive spiritual pressure making both turn, but he's already gone. Byakuya's eyes widen being punched in the face all of a sudden sending his skidding away. He's coming back for more. Kenpachi says smiling and he blocks Naruto's attack but being forced back by the strength. Raw. Naruto yells pissed off and his girls create a zero. He's in nullification too. I must protect Nozomi. Naruto yells swinging his blade harder and harder, making Kenpachi take steps back. Ahahaha. Kenpachi yells having fun and was just slashed on his chest. Haminari Shkrim. Naruto yells swinging down and Kenpachi is consumed by black lightning. Byakuya flash steps behind Naruto. Taito number 33. Sakatsui, Byakuya says, and it was blocked by Naruto's bare hand. That won't work. Naruto yells and Sanito's next to Byakuya and swings, but Byakuya was only cut on his arm. Naruto swings his blade and it is being blocked by Senbonzakura. Kenpachi flash steps behind Naruto and swings his blade which Naruto stops it with his bare hand. Naruto creates a zero again and sends it at the ground sticking them and fires. All three were hit by the blast, but Naruto wasn't injured much by it. Kenpachi and Byakuya are injured. Ahahaha, blee this is what I call fun. Kenpachi yells, and his spiritual pressure rises with his body covered in yellow Ryatsu. Senbonzakura becomes a set again, and Byakuya points it to the ground and drops it. Bankai. Senbonzakura Kageashi, Byakuya says and sayers rise from the ground and become petals. So this is Byakuya's Bankai, Naruto thinks BT his eyes when widen from all of them converging on him. Haminari Shkrim. Naruto yells Sanitoing in the air and swinging down, sending a huge wave at but it was blocked by Byakuya's Bankai. Kenpachi flash steps above Naruto. So fast. Naruto thinks and was butt to the ground hard. Kajiroza gave us more power to fight you Uzumaki, you cannot win now, Byakuya says, and all the flower petals move even faster hitting Naruto. Shut up. Naruto yells firing a giant yellow zero at them which was blocked by Kenpachi slashing at it. Kenpachi puts both hands on his sword while smiling. Kenpachi flash steps next to Naruto and swings which force Naruto back. Kenpachi flash steps again in front of Naruto and swings forcing Naruto to Sanito in the air. Naruto then Sanito to the ground and keeps doing that. Cuts and slashes appear on Byakuya and Kenpachi. Enough with this foolishness, Byakuya says and Senbonzakura Kageashi circles around him and Kenpachi like a shield. Naruto Sanito's in front of the shield raising his sword, but then it happens. The flower petals move showing Kenpachi and Byakuya slagging at Naruto cutting off both horns and the mask shatters making Naruto's eyes win. Faster than Naruto can move Byakuya and Kenpachi slash Naruto across his chest in an X pattern. Bleach theme never meant to belong. Naruto spits put blood. Damn it, they caught me off guard, Naruto says and tries to create a hollow mask but can't find the strength. Kenpachi flash steps next to Naruto and swings his Zanpakuo. Naruto blocks his but barely. Senbonzakura Kageashi rams into Naruto's back catching him off guard and Byakuya flash steps in front of him. Byakuya raises his blade and is about to block it with blade, but Kenpachi stabs Naruto in the back, deeply making his eyes go widen, and Byakuya brings down his blade choking off Naruto's left hand. Ah! Naruto screams in pain and almost falls to his knees and flash steps away from them and keeps doing it for a little while, while both Byakuya and Kenpachi are right behind him catching up fast. Damn it, at this rate I will die. I don't have enough power to use that technique. What do I do? Naruto thinks and leans against a tree and starts to slide down against it. Nozomi, what do I do? Naruto thinks and the tree he's leaving against is destroyed by Senbonzakura Kageashi and it sends Naruto through 3 trees. Naruto starts to roll and stops lying on his back. Naruto is about to get up but Kanochi stomps on his chest making Naruto spot out blood. Is this all you can do? I thought you would be more of a challenge. Kenpachi says and stabs Naruto in his shoulder, making him scream in pain and starts to swish and turn the blade. Nozomi, I'm sorry, Naruto thinks on the verge of passing out. Naruto, someone says. Naruto opens his eyes seeing Nozomi standing in front of him looking at him sadly. Naruto don't give up, please stand up, Nozomi says with tears in her eyes. Nozomi, but how can I see you? Naruto says and both Byakuya and Kenpachi look surprised. Let's just leave, it's pointless, Byakuya says, and Kenpachi signs, then they both turn away and start waking away. You share a connection with my Zanpakuo, and that connection allows me to talk to you, Nozomi says, kneeling down and cups Naruto's cheeks. I always wanted to say this to you, Naruto says, and starts to lean down towards Naruto. I love you, Nozomi says and kisses Naruto, then disappears. Kenpachi and Byakuya both stop heading lightning and look up, seeing thunder clouds with black lightning. What is going on? Byakuya says not understand this, and both turn to Naruto. Theme end. Bleach theme morning remembrance. Naruto stands up covered in black lightning. Nozomi, even now you give me the strength to keep on fighting, Naruto says, and the sky become darker, brining more black lightning. What I'm about to show you is the next level to Kaminari Shikrim, Naruto said surprising them and raises his sword. What are you talking about? I thought this was your final level. Kenpachi says questionably. No, I still have a long way to go until I reach it, but this technique is very dangerous to use. If I used it in an area filled with citizens and weak Soul Reaper, they would all be killed, even vice captains could die if hit with this. Maybe captains as well, haven't you booed ice why there aren't any other people around? I've been leading you two here, Naruto says, and black lightning from the sky hits Naruto's Zanpakuo. Behold the second form of Kaminari Shikrim. I call it lightning of destruction, Naruto says, and Blather look up at the sky, and it starts to rain. They start to see something move around in the sky, and everyone in Soul Society is seeing it. The giant beast then shows itself, then Kenpachi and Byakuya's eyes widen all the way, they see a giant black lighting dragon. What kind of monster is that? Byakuya says, never seeing anything like it. The dragon's roars loudly, making everyone in Soul Society headed. Naruto puts his other hand on his Zanpakuo, and the dragon's heads into the clouds. Both Kenpachi and Byakuya are in a defensive stance. It's useless, beg her, you can even block, it will hit you, Naruto says, and about to swing down, the lightning dragon shows itself. Lightning of destruction, Naruto says, and swings when making the dragon head down at speeds that no flash stepper Sanito can dodge. The explosion is the same when Sasuke used his giant lightning tiger attack against Itachi, but it's black lightning. The attack rips through Sanbaza Kurikageashi. Kenpachi and Byakuya are costumed by the attack. Such power, Byakuya says, and his just is destroyed along with Ahmad's soul. So this was his power, such power, Kenpachi says, and is destroyed along with the kid's soul. The clouds start to clear, and it stops raining to show Naruto breathing hard and standing in a puddle of water. Naruto looks around, seeing all the damage. Nozomi, I did it. I won, Naruto says, falling to his knees and then to the ground, passed out. Chapter 13. Daytime. Naruto is still on the ground, then feels someone poking his cheek and opens his eyes. It's Ichiru. Why are you here? Naruto said. Are you okay, Fishcake? Kenny told me to find you and see if you're still alive, Ichiru says, and Naruto sits up and ruffles her hair. Naruto looks at his missing hand and signs, then stands up. Naruto looks at Sankaioku Hill. Naruto starts walking towards there. Tell him and still alive, Naruto says, but falls to the ground. Fishcake. Ichiru says, worriedly running to his side, but he's getting back up. I can still hear crying, Naruto says with tears in his eyes. Nozomi's and Kajirosa's and Pakuo's are crying, Naruto says, and starts to get up. Nozomi, I will save you. Naruto yells and flash steps away, leaving Ichiru. 10 minutes later. Okoyashima has his Zanpakuo's blade pointed at Ichigo, who's in a white robe. Friendship is meaningless. Solitude alone is the true proof of one's existence. I created the invading army with my own power alone. And now, I will use that power to annihilate the 13 divisions for refusing to acknowledge me. I even obtained my Zanpakuo's true power by being reborn as a mod soul. Truly, this is the ideal way of being, the transcendence that I have been seeking. Oko yells. That's a load of crap, Naruto says, standing behind Oko, making his eyes widen, and he turns to him. You're still alive. Oko says, thinking he was already dead. Naruto starts to walk towards Oko. Haven't you noticed yet? Mod souls are made based on Soul Reaper spirit particles. So you couldn't make them alone. And if it wasn't for Nozomi, you could never have gained your real power after severing her from yourself. You yourself prove that it's impossible to do anything without the people around you. Naruto yells, making Oko's eyes widen. He takes a step back and Naruto takes a step forward. No one can achieve anything all by themselves. Denying that fact makes you a complete moron. Naruto yells. I want Nozomi back. Naruto yells. Silence. Oko yells, pushing Naruto to the ground since Naruto is still weak from the battle. Oko brings his Zanpakuo up ready to end Naruto. Naruto notices Nemu holding a vial. What that? Naruto says, and Oko kicks him away. I shall kill you shortly, Oko says, and Nemu walks to him. First, you can watch as Nozomi becomes fully mine, Oko says, and Naruto notices that lion stuffed animal on Nemu's hair. Nemu then kicks Oko in the stomach, making him skid away. What is the meaning of this? Oko says not understanding. Here's the meaning of this. Ahahaha. Khan yells from inside Ryugai Nemu's body. You have got to be ducking kidding me, Naruto said not believing this. What a dope. You totally fell for it. Are you feeling embarrassed? Come on, come on. Look at how pathetic you are. Khan says making very odd poses and Rukia puts on her glove and hits Khan in the back of the head, making full out of Nemu Millisecond's mouth, and Rukia takes out the stuffed animal and puts it in it, then kicks Khan in the face. That's enough, you creep. Rukia yells. BCS toss I. Khan says and Naruto steps in his head. You filth. Why are you here? Oko says angrily. You wanna know? Well, Kuritsuchi pretended to be down when he was defeated but actually liquefied his own body and attacked Ryugai Urahara, found Kajiroza's lab, then we defeated our imposters, removed Nemu's pill, and inserted Khan's instead. What Sandal dude said. Anyway, it's all thanks to me. Khan yells. What is? Rukia yells with Naruto and Ichigo who are pissed. Doesn't sound like you did anything. Ichigo yells. What the hell is wrong with you for taking someone else's credit? Naruto yells. I did everything. Khan yells and jumps towards Ichigo holding a Mod Soul. Here. A Mod Soul with your spiritual powers in it. Khan yells putting it in Ichigo's mouth and he eats it. Suddenly his soul raper cloths are back and so is Zangetsu which he draws. Naruto sits down tiredly. I kept my promise, Ichigo. Now it's your turn. Khan yells throwing the stuffed animal lion at Ichigo which he catches. You says it. Ichigo says smiling and turns to Naruto who nods meaning he will let Ichigo fight instead of himself. You pathetic excuse for a Mod Soul. Oko yells. You aren't the one who made me. I'm in another level from the guys you build. Khan yells at Oko. Ichigo, when he's weak enough I will do the finishing blow and bring Nozomi back, Naruto says and Ichigo nods. Ichigo points his Zanpakuo at Kajiroza. Bankai. Ichigo yells not holding back. Time skip. Naruto flash steps down to the crater with Ichigo. Oko reaches for his Zanpakuo. Stop. Both yell and Oko stops and then suddenly his right hand glows blue. What is this? My body, Oko says and grabs his head in pain. My head. God damn it. Oko yells in pain feeling Nozomi gaining control for the moment. Oko then sits up. Naruto Oko says in Nozomi's voice. Nozomi is in control at the moment. Nozomi. Naruto says worriedly. Please finish it. This is your only chance. Please. Nozomi yells and Naruto drops his Zanpakuo unable to kill Oko if it means killing Nozomi. Ichigo, her chain link. Pierce her chain link. Khan yells thinking that will save her and Ichigo's eyes widen. Nozomi nods. Ichigo walks past Naruto. Oko picks up his Zanpakuo. Ichigo runs at Oko and yells pulling back his Zanpakuo. He swings but suddenly Oko blocks it with his Zanpakuo. How dare you? Oko says pissed off and gaining back control. Give it up. The battle's already over, Ichigo says making him madder. You think it's over? Let me teach you just how wrong you are. Oko yells releasing massive amounts of spiritual pressure shocking they and Ichigo flash steps back next to Naruto. If I have to lose this body then I shall simply destroy everything. Oko yells stabbing the ground with his Zanpakuo. Renzen Hijaukui. Oko yells and then he releases even greater amounts of spiritual pressure covering his body. What the hell is this? Naruto says and the fring under Oko's feet moves upward. I never seen this kind of power before. Naruto say. Oko then drops his Zanpakuo into the ground and a fortress appears. It sends Ten tucked into the ground binding it there. Naruto and Ichigo flash step to the fortress and see Oko inside. Hey, what the hell is that thing? Khan yells still with them. I don't know, Naruto said and the fortress fires a beam into the sky making an emblem of some sort of design. Look up episode 341. Is that Ichigo said? This Ryatsu is massive. Naruto says narrowing his eyes. That furt is absorbing the spirit particles all over Soul Society, Naruto says feeling it absorb them. Suddenly the fittest fires a beam hitting one of the squad divisions and completely destroying it. Such power, Naruto said shocked and looks at the fortress which fires another beam at the captains, but Yamamoto blocks it. Wait Yamamoto is. Old man, Shunsui says thankfully. Hajiroza Inaba. No, Okuyoshima. All of his plans have been driven by lust for vengeance against Soul Society. Now, he intends to destroy Soul Society along with himself, Yamamoto said. Back to Naruto. Itsuga Tensho. Ichigo yells sending a wave at it but it had no effect. That won't work, Naruto says walking to the fortress and puts in hand on it. Please allow me to pass, Naruto says, and it opens for Naruto which he passes making Oko's eyes widen. But how, Oko says taking steps back. You can't even understand you Zanpakuto and why it allowed me to pass, you are so blind. Naruto yells running at Oko and punches him in the face. Oko withstands it and punches him in the face. Then both notice all the Ryugai Kagetas is created heading towards the fortress. All of them going to a side of the fortress and begin to stop it and aim to destroy it trying to protect Soul Society, but they're being destroyed doing so. Them? They shall not interfere. Oko yells touching the ground about to stop them, but suddenly he grabs his head in pain, a tentacle wraps around Naruto and throws him out trying to protect Naruto, and the glare closes. Nozomi. Naruto yells falling to the ground hard. Naruto looks up and the fortress explodes twice the size of Soifrunga Bankai, but the explosion was contained. The pillar collapses and they fall to the ground. They stand up but there are flames around them from the explosion. Naruto grabs his Zanpakuto and passes to Ichigo. I'll finish this fight, Naruto says. Looks like the invading army didn't turn out like you wanted either, Ichigo said. By Khan, they have their own wishes. Now I'm gonna save Nozomi, Naruto said which Oko looks at them extremely pissed. Why? Why would you not fall? I have those two captains enough power to kill you, but you still stand. You shouldn't even be moving. Oko yells and starts to move towards him slowly. Why is it? Why can I most strike you down? Oko says and his upper clothes fall off destroyed and on fire. What had sustained you this time? Oko says and stops seeing Nozomi's memories of how she thinks of them as friends and Naruto as a lover. The flames disappear and Oko remembers his past and becomes enraged. Damn you. Oko yells ruining at Naruto and their Zanpakutos clash. Do you not have something to protect? Do you not have this thing you can friendship? You draw close to each other, you look after each other, you become familiar with each other. Oko yells and Naruto whacks Oko's Zanpakuto out of his hand. It is the weak who seek others' strength, Oko thinks and becomes angry even more and grabs his Zanpakuto that's in midair. So how can you be so strong? Oko yells and swings his Zanpakuto one more time which Naruto catches it with his bare hand. Oko is shedding tears now. It's because my friends give me the strength to keep getting stronger. Naruto yells and Oko runs at Naruto screaming pulling back a fist, but Naruto slashes across his chest, making Oko flies back in midair with tears going down his eyes and spits out blood with blood gushing out of the slash on his chest. Oko then sees a memory of Nozomi. We have been there not strong. Not weak. There was no hatred there, nor anger. But we were alone, Nozomi says, and Oko falls to the ground bleeding badly. You were never alone, you always had your Zanpakuto with you, you always had Sumitsu Kagasa with you, Naruto says, and Oko has more tears coming down his eyes finally seeing how he became this strong. Thank you, I entrust Sumitsu Kagasa to you, Oko says glowing bright green and separated into two souls. I will, Naruto said accepting what he said. Nozomi and Kajiroza are okay the ground wearing white robes. Nozomi Kajiroza says with his eyes closed. Were we wrong? Kajiroza says opening his eyes and Nozomi sits up looking at him. I don't know, Nozomi says. I see, Kajiroza says glowing light blue and Nozomi moves closer which Kajiroza looks at her. Nozomi whispers something to Kajiroza who smiles and disappears. Nozomi picks up the red mod soul and it disappears. Nozomi. Naruto yells running to her and trips, then falls on the ground right in front of her surprising her. Naruto Nozomi is cut off by Naruto sitting up and moving closer to her which he hugs her. Never leave he again. Naruto says with tears in his eyes and Nozomi looks away sadly. Are you alright? Khan yells running towards her with Ichigo. Khan. Yeah, I am, Nozomi says and Naruto still has his arms around her. Your right arm. Nozomi says worriedly seeing it's gone. Oh, this is nothing. Khan says and Nozomi sees that lion stuffed animal in his hand. Well, now everything's finally over, Khan says and Nozomi looks away again sadly. Yeah, Nozomi said. Told ya. Now let's go back to the human world together, Nozomi, Khan says, and Nozomi starts gluing, making Naruto's eyes fearfully. Your Khan says realizing what's about to happen as well as Naruto. Nozomi Ichigo said. I'm sorry, Naruto this was the only way, Nozomi says remembering his she made Oko stab through himself stopping the fight. Ichigo, what does she mean? Khan yells at Ichigo who looks away sadly. Naruto themes sadness and sorrow. Khan, Nozomi says and Naruto arms fall to his sides with an emotionless face. This us as it should be, Nozomi says. What do you mean, Nozomi? This is no good at all. Khan yells with tears in his eyes. I got to tell him at the end. From now on, I'll be his friend, Nozomi says. His friend? Khan says. I managed to learn what friendship was, so now it's my turn to teach him, Nozomi says. Don't say that. It's like you're really going to disappear. I won't accept it. Kan yells and Nozomi takes the small iron in her hands. Thank you for this, Kan, Nozomi says. I couldn't protect you. Kan said. No, you did. We were lonely, Nozomi says, and the others arrive. But now we're at peace. Thanks to all of you being here, especially you Naruto. Nozomi says seeing Naruto looking down sadly. I can't lose you Nozomi, Naruto says, and Nozomi had tears in her eyes and kisses Naruto. Thank you for always being there when I needed you the most, Nozomi says, and starts to fall back and is about to fade out of existence. Emend. No. There's still a way to save her, but if I do this, I will lose all my Soul Reaper powers. Naruto says and sucking them all. Naruto, what are you gonna do? Rukia yells and Naruto bends down capturing Nozomi's lips and begins to send all of his Reiatsu he has left into Nozomi, which she behind to stop fading and becoming more solid again. Mindscape. This is goodbye then King, it was nice fighting with you, Hollow Naruto says getting out of existence. This is it, farewell Naruto Raijin says and fades away as well. The entire forest then disappears. Goodbye, Naruto, Raijin, Naruto thinks shedding tears. Out of Mindscape. Naruto falls to the ground screaming in pain, feeling his Soul Reaper powers disappear and Nozomi falls to the ground passed out from being brought back. Sumitsu then gets absorbed into Naruto and disappears as well. Time skip. Naruto wakes up with a start and grabs his chest in pain. You're still in pain, you just lost your Soul Reaper powers like how Ichigo did, Urahara said who was watching over Naruto the whole time. Where's Nozomi? Naruto says looking around and he hears the door open seeing Nozomi who in her usual clothes looking away sadly. She's okay, but I don't know what you did, but she's not a mod soul anymore. Somehow she's become a true Soul Reaper. Who taught you that technique? Urahara says. My dad, Naruto says and Urahara's eyes arden never knowing that Minato knew something like this. The technique that made her into a true Soul Reaper, how is that even possible? Urahara thinks never seeing something like this. Why did you? Nozomi says wanting to know why he gave up all her Soul Reaper powers for her. Because, Naruto says standing up shakily and walking towards her. He's now standing in front of her. I would give up anything for you Nozomi, even my life, Naruto says, and they kiss. Chapter 14. You can't see Rukia or hear her anymore can you? Naruto says sitting next to Ichigo on their house watching the sunset. No I can't, Ichigo says and has a sad smile. So did you kiss her goodbye? Naruto said and Ichigo blushes and almost loses his balance which would have made him fall off the roof. Where the hell did that come from? Ichigo yells at Naruto while blushing. Hey, I heard all the stuff you did trying to save her from being executed, Naruto said and Ichigo looks away with a light blush. Hahaha, but don't worry, you'll see her again as well as everyone else, Naruto says smiling his famous smile and Ichigo smiles. Yeah Ichigo says watching the sunset. Naruto, Ichigo. What are you two doing, it's time for dinner. Nozomi yells and the two. Let's go, Ichigo, Naruto says and Ichigo nods. Time skip 2 years later. Naruto is currently sleeping in his own room. There were some living arrangements and they decided that Yuzu and Karen will share a room as Naruto gets his own. Naruto and Ichigo have gotten taller now. Brother. Naruto. It's time to get up. Yuzu yells from downstairs. 5 more minutes, Naruto says and rolls over, but there was no more bed he can roll on, so he fell off the bed, head first. Ow. Again. Naruto yells sitting up fully awake and holding his head in pain. Wake up. Yuzu yells again and Naruto signs getting up to take a shower. I'll be down in 6 minutes. Naruto yells and grabs his school outfit. Naruto and Ichigo go to high school now. 6 minutes later. Naruto and Ichigo walks downstairs and see both Yuzu and Karen in new school uniforms. Ta-da. Yuzu says showing her new uniform off and both Naruto and Ichigo blink in little surprise. Oh, yeah. Today's your entrance ceremony, right? Ichigo says and both take their seats. You look fine Yuzu, Naruto says smiling and Yuzu smiles with joy. Ask the soy sauce, Karen, Ichigo says, and Yuzu slams the bottle on the table with a dark aura surrounding her. Here's your soy sauce, Yuzu says with an angry look and walks to the counter. Ichigo, you really should be nicer to your sister and not ignore her, Naruto says sweat dropping. What are you so angry, Yuzu? Naruto said trying to fix the situation. I'm not angry. I waited right until the day of the ceremony just to show Ichigo how I looked in my uniform and he barely noticed. Yuzu says getting some rice out of the microwave. Not that I care. Just for that, I'm not serving Ichigo the tasty burned parts of the rice. Yuzu says mad. Ichigo just turns to his food. Your skirt's unzipped, Ichigo says then Naruto signs and Yuzu blushes in embarrassment. See? I was looking, Ichigo says eating rice. You stupid perverted brother. Yuzu says and Naruto chuckles. You're right, he is perverted, Naruto said. Karen then stabs a ghost in the glasses with chopsticks, drawing their attention. Karen, what is it? Naruto said, wondering what she was doing. Nothing much, Karen said, not a care in the world. Yuzu. Look, Yuzu. How's my suit? Does the necktie or the bow tie go better? Isin says, showing a tie full of stars and a bow tie with polka dots. Well, both look incredibly gay like your monkey suit, so I say get a better suit and a striped tie, Naruto says, eating, and Isin falls to the ground shedding tears. So cruel. Isin yells. They both look fine. Doesn't matter, Yuzu says, not really caring. Doesn't matter. Don't say that, Yuzu. Take a good look. Isin says, not knowing which to choose. They're both fine. Whatever, Yuzu says, giving a go-away movement with her hand, and Naruto chuckles and ruffles Yuzu's hair. Nice one, Yuzu, Naruto says, smiling, and Yuzu smiles happily. Whatever. Isin says, shocked, and both Naruto and Ichigo stand up heading to the door. Thanks for breakfast, Ichigo said, and both leave the house. 17 months since the battle against Oko. Man, just over a year already, Naruto said, both walking out of the house, and Ichigo nods. This is our last year of high school. I'm still a little surprised Chad and Orihime told everyone about our Soul Reaper powers. They said everyone believed them right away, Ichigo said. Well, we did fight Aizen, you and I, Naruto said, remembering the fight. Naruto and Ichigo see Mizuru. Morning, Mizuru says, and they both wave M. Even so, I'm glad they accepted it, Ichigo says, smiling. Naruto turns and sees Isin, Karen and Yuzu leaving. I wonder if she will become a substitute Soul Reaper like we were. Her spiritual pressure is growing stronger, high level medium, Naruto thinks, remembering what Isin told him about Karen. Have a good day, brother. Naruto. Yuzu yells, waving. Will do, take care. Ichigo says, and both wave goodbye. Even now, I miss my powers, but it was worth it, saving Nozomi, Naruto thinks, smiling. At Karakura High School. Aikaiguo. Naruto. Kigo yells, running towards them. I did it last time, so it's your turn, Ichigo says, and Naruto signs. Naruto moves fast, grabbing Kigo's leg and flipping him over, making him land on his back. Hi Kigo, Naruto said. I'll see you guys later, then, Mizuru says, walking away. Yeah, see you at lunch, Ichigo says, watching Naruto put Kigo in a headlock. Kigo begins tapping Naruto's arm. Naruto. Naruto. I tap. I'm tapping out. Kigo yells, losing air. Oh, sorry, Naruto said, letting go of Kigo, who drops to the floor. Both Ichigo and Naruto head to class. Naruto smiles, seeing Nozomi. She got a little taller, just a few inches taller than Rukia right now. Naruto starts to blush about what Khan told him about Nozomi's chest area growing bigger as well. Naruto shakes his head. Nozomi and Tatsuki turn to them. Did you bring back the game I lent you, Ichigo? The sequel's coming out, so it'll be a pain if I didn't get it back, Tatsuki says, wanting her game back. Hey, Naruto, Nozomi says, moving closer to Naruto and kisses his cheek, making him blush. Yeah, I have it right here, Ichigo says, looking through his bag, and his eyes widen seeing his badge. Nozomi has her arms wrapped around Naruto, and both of them see the badge. Tatsuki pushes Ichigo a little, trying to see if he brought it. What? Did you forget it? Tatsuki says. Shut up. I told you I have it. Ichigo says, giving her the game. Unlike Ichigo, Naruto always keeps that badge around his neck like a necklace. Never leering it out of his sight. But sadly it doesn't work anymore. Hey Ishida. Where do you think you're going? A teacher yells, and both Naruto and Ichigo turn to see Ishida running to the exit. The nurse's office. Ishida yells, passing their room. He's doing well, Naruto thinks, and pays more attention to class. Time skip. Naruto is currently on the roof with Ichigo and Kigo. Have you decided what you want to do with your future and stuff? Kigo says, looking at all the buildings. You mean career paths and all that stuff? Ichigo said. All that stuff? What else is there? Naruto said, looking down, seeing Nozomi hanging out with her friends Tatsuki and Orihime. Can't I leave it for now? Ichigo says, drinking his soda. We're going to have career guidance counseling at the end of the semester. You can't put off thinking about it much longer. You had good grades back when you entered high school, but they plummeted in the second half of the first year, right? Well, Naruto's grades are still good, Kigo says. Shut up. I had a lot of stuff on my plate back then, so I couldn't help it. Besides, I'm still above average, Ichigo says, looking at the sky. I wonder what Rukia is up to these days. Kigo says, surprising them. Would you bring her up all of a sudden? Ichigo said, and Kigo gives him a surprised look. Naruto said, you two were very close, it sounded like you two were dating. Kigo says, and Ichigo turns angrily to Naruto, but all that's there is dust. Naruto. What the hell have you been saying? Ichigo yells and sees Naruto heading for the stairs and runs after him. I just said that you were close, nothing more, but I did say she slept in your room. Naruto says, laughing with Ichigo chasing him. Time skip. Naruto, Ichigo, Mizuru and Kigo are all walking home together and Beth, Naruto and Ichigo have some bruises on their faces after they got into a fight. "Hey, you." A guy yells, chasing someone. Naruto and the others look surprised and stop. The guy pushes past, then running with a bag. "Stop, damn it. Gave me back my bag, you bastard." The man yells, passing them. "Mizuru, Kigo, take our bags," Naruto says, and both he and Ichigo give them their bags. "Do us a favor, hold the bags," Ichigo says, and both start running and catching up. They pass the guy whose bag was stolen, gaining his attention, and both Naruto and Ichigo grab the bag snatcher and turn him around. "Huh?" he says, and both punch him in the face, knocking out a few teeth. "Well, that was boring," Naruto said. "I forgot to mention this, but Naruto likes to fight, but only fights that are two friends fighting to have fun and get stronger." The guy turns, holding a knife, and swings, but Ichigo catches it. Naruto pulls back his right fist and throws it, punching him in the face again. He gets knocked out and falls to the ground, then Ichigo grabs the bag and walks towards the stranger. "That was pretty cool. Thanks," the man said, taking his bag back. "You too hungry? I'll treat you to ramen or something." "Sounds good, right?" he says, and Naruto smiles, getting free food, but Ichigo grabs him, but his shirt starts pulling him away. "We'll pass. We'll have hell to pay if people find out later, so please keep the fact that we beat that guy up to yourself," Ichigo says, and takes his bag from Mizuru, who walks towards them with Kigo by his side. "I wanted ramen," Naruto says sadly with his head down, and takes his bag. "Alright. That's too bad," he says. "Let's go, Naruto, Kigo, and Mizuru," Ichigo says, and they all start waking away. The man smiles. "What's this? You're more cautious than I thought, Ichigo Kurosaki," the man says to himself and looks at Naruto. "He may act like a kid, but I can see that that's not how he really acts." Naruto Uzumaki. "Interesting, both of them are," the man says, smiling, and a substitute badge falls out of his bag. Chapter 15. Next day. Naruto yawns and sees Isin running towards them. Ichigo wakes up and both duck, which makes Isin fly out of their window. Isin is currently hanging from the window. "What's wrong with you two? Are you guys crazy? What if I fell over?" Isin yells at them. "You will die, say hi to Kenpachi for me, okay," Naruto says, and getting up and kicks Isin in the face, making him fall down and hits the ground. "That's so cruel," Isin says in pain. Naruto closed the window. "First the weird dreams and now this," Ichigo says, signing and gaining Naruto's attention. "Weird dreams? Like what?" Naruto says, and Ichigo tries to remember. "I wonder as soon as I tried to describe them, I forgot," Ichigo says. "Weird," Naruto says, agreeing with Ichigo. "Time skip at school. So how much?" Ichigo says, sitting next to Naruto in classroom. "That 5,000 yen for both of you guys," a guy says, wearing a martial arts outfit, and Ichigo grabs him by his robe, which Naruto signs. 5,010 per week? You can't be serious." "Next." Ichigo says, throwing the guy back, and sits down. "You could have been a little nicer," Naruto said, and sees a new guy wearing a soccer outfit step forward. "Right. I'm Satoda, the vice captain of the soccer club. Uzumaki and Kurisaku, we'd be honored if you were to lend us your." Satoda is cut off by Ichigo. Yeah, just tell me how much for how long," Ichigo says, and Naruto behind to fall asleep. Ichigo sees Naruto sleeping and snaps his fingers, waking him. "What? Where am I?" "Oh," Naruto says, and Ichigo sweat drops. "As I was saying." "What position?" Ichigo says. "I believe it would be best to ask you to be the goalkeeper. We would like Naruto to join the team," Satoda says. "Wouldn't Chad make a better goalkeeper?" Ichigo says. "Ichigo, remember, Chad has a part-time job that pays more," Naruto said, and Ichigo remembers. "Oh yeah," Ichigo says, and Naruto stands up. "You can finish up here, I'm going for a walk," Naruto says. "Why do I have to be stuck here while you ditch?" Ichigo says, and turns back to Satoda. "Time skip. So they offered that much?" Naruto says, wearing a soccer outfit while Ichigo wears a goalie outfit. "Huh? I thought you two do basketball." Totsuki said, standing next to Nozomi. "Hehehe, our contract expired last week. So should you two be at your club now?" Naruto says to Nozomi. "Didn't I tell you, we got a part-time job. We've been working as assistant instructors at our dojo last month," Nozomi says, surprising them. "Huh? You're an assistant instructor? I'm glad I stopped going to that dojo. No way in hell am I calling you master." Ichigo says to Totsuki, and Naruto laughs a little, while Totsuki's eye twitches and Nozomi signs. "How about I force you to do it right now?" Totsuki says with an evil look in her eyes. "So who would win?" Naruto whispers to Nozomi, who shakes her head. "It could go either way," Nozomi says, and Naruto nods at that. "Ichigo." Totsuki. Naruto. Nozomi. Orihime yells at the window, drawing their attention. "Hey Orihime," Ichigo says. Orihime then jumps out the window and grabs onto a pole while she laughs. Are you crazy? You can fall. Naruto yells and looks away seeing her panties. Cover your panties. Nozomi yells while Ichigo is looking away as well. Orihime slides down and gets a fist to the head hard. That hurt, Orihime says in pain holding her head staring at the very kissed Tatsuki. You're damn right it did. You pull any more dangerous crap like that again, she'll show you a real punch. Tatsuki yells showing her fist which makes Naruto, Nozomi, and Ichigo sweat drop. Stronger than that one. My head will split in two. Orihime says with tears in her eyes. Tatsuki, calm down. It was a stupid stunt, no need to try and commit murder here, Naruto says making Tatsuki angry. Shut up. You have no right to lecture me on how to teach Orihime a lesson. Tatsuki yells at Naruto. So when you're teaching the students at the dojo, do you use your fists and hurt them? Naruto says making her more angry. Keep talking and I'll show you that I can beat you in 10 seconds. Tatsuki yells and both of their heads are colliding. They're like fire and ice. Hard to believe that when they don't fight they get along pretty well, Nozomi says and Ichigo nods both watching them fight. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys for advice on something, Orihime says watching Tatsuki who's holding Naruto by his shirt with her fist pulled back while Naruto is holding back her fist, both glaring at each other and they both turn to Orihime. Advice? They say at the same time. Yeah. The thing is I'm composing a background theme for my life so that at exactly the right moments a musician can cheer me on to the tune of the Do Re Mi song and it'll be an energetic happy song full of laughter, Orihime says. Hey Ichigo, she's your girlfriend right? You answer. Naruto says making both blush. For the last time we aren't dating. Ichigo says with a tick mark. Yes I have to start a new rumor if you two don't date, Naruto says. I knew it. You were the one starting the rumor about me being an emo. Ichigo yells, but Naruto takes out a book and looks at Ichigo. Did you say something? Naruto says and Ichigo tackled Naruto which both begin fighting. Please stop. Orihime yells with her eyes looking like threes freaking Naruto and Ichigo out. How'd you just do that? Ichigo says shocked pointing at Orihime's eyes. Your eyes are like little threes. Naruto says shocked while both are standing back up. Orihime, your face pulling skills have truly grown, Tatsuki says and Nozomi runs Orihime's head smiling. Good job diffusing the situation Orihime, Nozomi says smiling. I can't decide it. Should do stand for doom or downing's sake, so I'm stuck, Orihime says showing a drawing. Well her drawing is still better than Rukia's, Naruto thinks looking at it. Which do you think is best? Orihime says looking at them smiling. Whichever, all four say at the same time. Oh, yeah. We don't have time for this stuff, Tatsuki says. What's wrong, Tatsuki? Orihime says. Our part-time job. You've got one too, right? You'd better get back, Tatsuki says and Nozomi also remembers their job. Bye Naruto, talk to you later. Nozomi says kissing Naruto and grabs Tatsuki's hand and both begin running to the dojo. Ichigo we forgot to call in. You remember the last time we forgot, she chewed us out. Naruto says and both begin sweating. Naruto, Ichigo. It's time for you two to join practice. Naruto Satoda is cut off by Ichigo and Naruto throwing their gloves to Satoda who catches them. So sorry but we forgot that we have plans. Another time. Naruto yells and both shin running. Time skip. You dumbasses. Their boss yells into the phone which makes both flinch at the volume. Do you even realize what you're doing? You two missed last week, then you only can't for one day and now you want to take a other week off. She says. Yeah, but that why me and Ichigo are apologizing now, Naruto says into his phone standing next to Ichigo behind the school. You think a simple little apology makes everything okay? You think you're on flex time, punks? Get over here or I'm gonna fire your asses. She yells. Give me the phone, Ichigo says and Naruto hands him his phone which Ichigo outs it up to his ear. You mean that? I guess we had that coming, Ichigo says. What? No, what are you saying, Ichigo? She says and Naruto begins sweating. I guess it can't be helped if two unreliable guys like us end up getting fired. We are really sorry. These for looking after us for such a long time, Ichigo says into the phone. Not long at all. Just half a year. All the fun of working at a general services store is yet to come. Our adventures will go on and on. She's cut off by Ichigo pressing end call and handing it back to Naruto. Because if what you just did she may come to our school and drag us to work, Naruto says Ichigo stops realizing what he just did she starts to sweat too. Both hear a yell and walk to the front of the school seeing a bunch of gang members. The leader of the is a big guy. Are there two sons of a bitches named Uzumaki and Kurosaki at this school? Get your asses out here. The guy yells. Now what? What decade eyes he think this is? Ichigo says. Hatso must be angry at us for something. Naruto says wondering why he and his gang are here. Those guys broke 7 of my boy's teeth. Seriously, 7, what's wrong with you two? Normally it would be 2 at most. He yells and both recognize the guy who was stealing that man's bag. Oh, he works for them, Naruto says and smiling at his that kicked that guy's ass. I know you two are listening. You guys must be pissing your pants, wondering how I found out your name. You don't know nothing. My boy saw your faces real clear. Plenty of ways to find 2 guys after that. Anyway, Kurosaki and Uzumaki. Until you get out here, me and my boys from Miyasho High are taking over this gate. He yells while Ishida is walking towards them. Hey, guys. Would you kind giving this outdated nonsense a rest? Can't you see you're inconveniencing everyone here? Now, you look reasonably bright for Kurosaki's and Uzumaki's friends. You should at least be able to understand what I'm saying. Now, hurry up she go home, Ishida says starting in front of them. Huh, what's that? Are you Kurosaki? The man says like an idiot. That guy's gonna get his ass kicked real fast, Naruto says. What was that? Ishida says and hits the man in the face, sending him skidding back into a pole hitting it and making it bend. What the hell did you do? Ain't you taking us lightly? The leader yells. That would be my line. Didn't you say you had a good look at their faces? In what possible way could I resemble Kurosaki or Uzumaki? Ishida says. What's with you, 4 eyes? The leader said staring at him. I take it all back. You don't have to go home. Or rather, none of you should expect to be able to walk away, Ishida says. What does that idiot think he's doing? Is he trying to make things worse? Ichigo says. Who knows? Naruto says. You son of a bitch. Get him. He yells and they all charge. Before they could attack Ishida, Ichigo slams one of the guy's faces into the ground while Naruto punches one of them in the stomach, making him fall to the ground. Oh. The guy yells from Ichigo bending his leg backwards. Hey. 1 2 3 4 Ichigo says while the guy is tapping out. Ishida then kicks Ichigo in the back making him stop. Would you do that, Ishida? Ichigo yells angrily at Ishida getting back up. I should be asking you that. Why did you two come out? Ishida says. Why? To get you to back off. Ichigo says and Naruto just stares at Ichigo. I thought we came to kick all their asses. Naruto says confused. That's the guys, Abuta. The guy yelled pointing at them. Them? Abuta says looking at them. Those are those guys that did this to me. He yells and both Ichigo and Naruto look at him. You're the idiot who tried to steal that guy's bag. You deserved it you jackass, Naruto says. Shut up. He yells at Naruto. Enough with taking. Prepare to have your, he's cut off by Naruto and Ichigo punching him in the face. Abuta falls backwards. So shall we kick their asses or what? Naruto says with a bunch of them behind Naruto raising their wheel alone. Damn it, we ain't done with you guys yet. They yell and before they could react. Naruto knees one of them in the stomach and throws another guy ramming into one of his friends. All of them begin dodging hit punching them. You've been doing too much hollow hunting lately. What's gonna happen? Soul Society starts to notice. Ichigo says taking 2 guys down. Hollow hunting? It's hollow extermination. Don't make it sound like I'm doing it just for fun. And for the record, I only do it when there's a request from the Urahara store. Ishida said. Did you forget the fact that he was a wanted man in Soul Society until just recently? Naruto said elbowing a guy in the stomach. In any case, this isn't the time or place for that sort of conversation. Text me later. Ishida says. Like if know your number. Ichigo yells. Naruto will give it to you, Ishida says making Ichigo turn to Naruto. How do you have his number? Ichigo says. He gave it to me to call him for the next request in Hunting Hollows, Naruto said. Wait. How did you get a phone? Ichigo says still fighting the goons. Urahara gave it to me after I helped out at the store, Ishida says shocking the phone. I'll bet that's the kind of phone that doesn't work in this world, Ichigo says seeing the phone Ishida is holding up. Uzumaki. Someone says drawing their attention and the goons move out of the way showing a man holding a battle. It's good to see you looking healthy as ever. You remember me, right? He says and Naruto blinks. Do I know you? Naruto says having no idea who the guy is. What was that, you bastard? In Gunnario out here, he's cut off by someone kicking him in the back, making him skid and stop at Naruto's and Ichigo's feet. They all look and all the goons were taken down easily. You look like you're having fun Naruto and Ichigo, she says smiling darkly at them. She's calling your guy's name, Ishida says seeing Ichigo sweat. You'll never take me alive. Naruto yells running away. Crap, our boss, Ichigo says and is cut off by her charging towards him grabbing him by the face and she runs towards Naruto. Ow. My face. Ichigo yells in pain and she grabs Naruto's leg and drags him towards her car. She enters the car with him, shutting the door she drives away. Amazing it took her less than a second to fold Ichigo and Naruto like laundry and take them away. Who could she be? Ishida says. What if Naruto was Lightning Soul Reaper? End here and thanks for watching my video till the end.